What is up, everybody? Thunder, what's up? GG, how you doing? Hope everybody's having a good one. I hope you had a good weekend. My weekend got thrown a little bit out of whack, and I was going to do this stream that we're doing today, yesterday, but as of Saturday, very late Saturday night, or technically early Sunday morning, was 2 a.m. Sunday morning, my time, Pacific time. I have Spectrum internet, and they had didn't know it at the time. They eventually finally told us they got attacked. Basically, somebody literally, I think, went out and cut the fiber optic lines from or of Spectrum. So I had my service down from 2 a.m. again Sunday morning, almost full 24 hours later. It was 11 p.m. last night that I finally got my service back. By then, it was too late for me to stream this last night. So not awesome. Thunder, I am good, man. How are you? GG's, let's go, let's get it. Aaron, can't wait to see how this goes today. Where I'm curious as well. So also, the last time that I did this, which was I guess Friday, because this is a game I'm going to save and quit, and we're just going to keep going until we hit 1 million kills. And you can see, I'll show you right now my stats real quick, right? Like 764,000. So we got a little bit of a ways to go, but we're just going to keep going till like, we'll go to around 999, whatever. It doesn't matter. We're going to keep going. So this is kind of why we just keep going like that. Yeah, but I was on round 85 on Friday, and for the first time, I got to say, I mean, I wasn't super happy about this, but it was the first time since Black Ops 6 has come out that my game has crashed. And that wasn't me. That wasn't my service provider that time. That was the Call of Duty servers. So I don't know why it crashed that day, but it did. So we went back to, I was like, okay, well, just, it saves and quit. I'll just go back, finish the last 15 rounds. We'll get to round 100, because I'm doing this basically like 100 rounds at a time. And we got sent all the way back to round 35 for some reason, or 38 or something like that. I have no idea why. So, anyway, how much do I pay for internet? I'm not sure. It's not even. I honestly don't remember. It's not that much though. With my internet, I have also like everything kind of packaged together. So I have that internet with like Hulu Live, that service which comes with Disney Plus and ESPN Plus and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know. I honestly don't remember. It's under $100, and like my cable used to be over 200. So I don't know. Why does it say BO7 in the title? I don't think it does. Doms, I have no idea. I might switch to Spectrum, but I don't know how much it is good or not. No crashes today. Yeah, man. Let's hope not. GG, your birthday was Friday. All right, there you go. Happy birthday. BO7 in the title? No, I don't know what you guys are talking about with the BO7 thing. I don't think it says BO7, does it? I mean, unless I just fat fingered it and missed the 6 and hit the 7. Oh, it does. BO7 zombies, high rounds. Yeah, no, it's BO6. I don't know why. I'll change it. I mean, did you tune in thinking like, oh my god, he has Black Ops 6? I mean, 7 already? Why did it do that? I don't think it was like, because I just reused the set. I didn't even type that in today. I just reused the settings from Friday. That is kind of weird. Anyway, I don't know. I must have just fat fingered it and just hit the wrong button. Anyhow, so we again, we are going for 1 million kills. I was gonna, like I said, on Friday, whatever it was, we're at round 85, the game crashed. We're going to go back and just, finish up the last 15, but it went back all the way to the 30s. So it's just like, we'll go to round 50 for the day, and then we'll move on. We'll pick it up again. And then, of course, like I said, on Saturday night, late Saturday night, I was going to do this yesterday, my internet was Spectrum was literally attacked. It was a criminal act of vandalism, I think is the quote that they put out. So let's see where we are, and let's see if we're going to round 51, so it should be okay. Oh, it expires. Oh, you can save one game for basically a month then, I guess. Nice weather here in Newport Beach today. Yeah, I bet. It's 85 right here now. Gas good here before the start? Oh, I see what you're saying. All right. What's up, Fusion? How are you, man? Okay, let's jump in. And we'll kind of just, I hope nothing goes wrong with this today. It would be kind of typical. Like, I didn't even get, honestly, on Friday, I didn't even really get mad about it. Like, literally, that's the first time my game has crashed this whole year. I have not had, I know some people have had issues with BO6. I am not one of them. My game has been, you know, as far as how well it runs, basically perfect. So I've really not had any complaints. And also, to get to round 100 on Shattered Veil, it's just not that big of a deal. I've done it multiple times now. It's just not that hard. I gotta get a reload off on here. So the only, oh Jesus! See, when you're not ready. I was just checking to make sure I have like all my stuff, but I guess I don't have time to check. Actually, let me get. Let's get that nuke. Let's calm things down here a little bit. Okay.
Oh, never mind. Yes, I know.
I might need to turn the volume up a little bit. You guys tell me if it's okay, the volume. We're having a rough start. We're not getting good spawn. We gotta get this thing going. Okay, we should be good. And I got this dude in. So I have, at least I have my score streak. We can use it if we need to. We got 2 of them out there. Can you go away now? Is that all of them? Not quite. There you go. Go away. Bye-bye. Okay. Jeez. They got a little wonky. It's when you come into this cold too, like you're not warmed up, you're not ready for the speed of the spawns and everything. It's a little bit like, okay. I'm not used to this. I literally just went to check to see like, is my ray gun like fully loaded? Like, do I need to do anything there? Because you know you saw this one was. I only had 2 rounds in it, and then I wasn't getting any of my rounds back. You know, normally these body shots, they kind of critical, you know, with your purge, and you get the extra stuff back. Anyway. Alright, we should be alright. I'm still working on the brief dark up shot. There you go. Sound is good. Okay. I'll leave it as it is. I just need to get into the swing of it, I think. I might turn up during the round change. I might actually turn up my PC speakers here a little bit. Shouldn't affect you guys at all. Change what I hear a little bit. Don't get it, but turn that up just a bit so it helps. Okay. So we got 15,000 salvage. We got plenty of points. 200. Hey, we got a timeout. Dude, I've literally never used the timeout gobblegum. I mean, I don't think I literally have ever used it. I never get the ones I want. I get like hidden power once every month or so, and I've gotten 2 perkaholics in like the last 6-7 months. That's it. Like I never get the good ones. And I get near-death experience, which is not a bad gobblegum, but I just don't need it. Because I'm playing by myself, mostly, so I don't really need to pick up, you know, somebody that goes down. Nice. I still feel like we're kind of not up to speed yet. This is going to be difficult when I start going from like starting on round 200 or starting on round 300 and just like jump into a new game. I'm definitely gonna have to warm up for those games. I did not warm up for this. Like I'm just gonna have to like hop onto Liberty Falls or something and go to round 35 or something just to get a little bit warm. That one there, so. The two that were on the ground are gone now. Come on. Okay, so that just didn't work. That's cool. Dude, you gotta be kidding me. What is going on? I throw it out and it just disappears?
I'm the hunter.
You gotta love that. Let's go get quick revive real fast. You relax, dude. Like, oh no, it didn't work.
Right. Fizzy drink says nobody.
I mean, you saw, like, I chucked it out and it just. Because, I mean, I guess I didn't land it down here, so it went over the thing. That's one thing I really don't like about this game, is when you can throw equipment like that, and the game, if you throw it out of bounds, it just kind of doesn't count all of a sudden, when it definitely should. And then there's other times where obviously I didn't throw it out of bounds there. It just landed probably at the base of like Sam, and the game just was like, yep, no, that throw doesn't count. It's gonna be something stupid like that that ends up getting me killed doing this run. I just know it. Dude, it's like the game is just trying to throw everything at me, like right off the rip here, just to see, like, are you sure you want to do this? Like, we could end this real quick here, just put you out of your misery. But it wouldn't, actually. I'd have to just start all over again. Sterling, what's up, man? Good to see you again. Now, this is the easy part.
That makes this look easy, but it's not. It's not at all. I hate it.
Probably, yeah. I should hit the goblin gun, but I don't have, like, what do I want to have? Like, anything there. I mean, the shield's kind of nice. Everything else is set up to get to this point. And we have done, if you didn't see the stream on Friday, we've done all the Easter egg stuff. Just shy of, actually going into the boss fight. So I need to be careful when I go up and like grab something off that little platform there, and I don't accidentally set down the Sentinel artifact and start the boss fight. But everything, like we've done everything, so like at the end of this, we can go into the boss and give it a shot, whether it's around 999 or 750 or whatever it ends up being that we're doing. Although, so as we're playing through this, like the game will track the kills, obviously, but it doesn't actually update, it seems. Like, it didn't update after I saved and quit. It didn't, like, I haven't gotten credit, well, like when we looked at my combat record earlier, for the kills I got during that game. So I'm assuming, though, once we hit, like, if we get enough kills doing this, that while we're playing, it will activate. Like, when you get to round 100, for the, another round, that Dark House challenge. You get that calling card. I'm assuming it'll pop up. I hope. I mean, at the end of the day, we might just try to get to 999 anyway, just because, I mean, it's literally as high as you can go, so why not? I played a lot of Cold War zombies, but never got to 1 million. I didn't either. I've actually, I think, as of like last week, in Black Ops 6, I have now pulled ahead like of total kills. I have more kills in this game than I ever got in Cold War, which really, I don't understand, honestly. Because I played a lot of Cold War, and it's been almost 5 years since Cold War came out, guys. That's kind of nuts. But I played that a lot, and I've got like 750,000 kills on that game, something like that.
I know I saw fucking.
But yeah, I've officially passed Cold War now, as far as total kills, like I said, for this game. On this game, that one. That did shock me. Because I'm not a high round player, so I don't do this like kind of stuff a ton. But even, I mean, this is what, like my 5th time doing the round 100 thing? Something along those kinds of lines. But in Cold War, I mean, I did a couple of runs, and actually my game, my internet dropped one time doing that. And another time, I've talked about it so much now, so you guys probably, well, most of you probably don't know because you've not been here that long, but it happened to be, there was a ray gun glitch that was only really affected for like a couple of days. But when you got the ray gun and you shot it, it instantly stripped all your armor off, which obviously I didn't know about at the time. And I was on round 95, and I was like, I kept hitting the box every time like I would get a fire sale. I would hit the box just trying to get the ray gun, just to, like, you know, I want to finish it in the style, we'll have the ray gun, put it in the thumbnail, you know, like round 100, got the ray gun, that kind of a deal. And I kept hitting it and hitting the box and hitting the box and hitting the box. And anytime I got a fire sale, and I just wasn't getting it. And then it was round 95, and I finally pulled the ray gun from the box. And because I wasn't doing it at the top of Noct, I was training in the spawn room, like just sitting in one spot. It's really boring. Like this for me is kind of like difficult, like as far as I just get a little bit bored sitting in one spot, just, you know, pressing the right trigger over and over and over again. But whatever. But anyway, back then on D Machina, I was doing it, and I was training in the spawn room to do it. Like I said, I wasn't just sitting at the top of Noct. And hold on, I just want to make sure I get this out on time and pick up the free one.
We say in the biz, got plenty more where that came from.
And yeah, so I picked up the ray gun, I shot it. Like I said, I had no idea about this glitch that was really, again, it only lasted a couple of days before they patched it. And I shot it instantly. All my armor is gone, and then obviously when you lose all your armor on round 95, you get hit pretty quickly. And I went down, just trying to go get a new self-revive. Down again, game over, just like that. And like, I hadn't been planning on doing it. It was when the just to give you an idea of the timeline. It was right when we started earning the ether crystals to upgrade all your stuff. You know, you could upgrade your guns. It's kind of like in this game we have augments, but in that game we have ether crystals. And you can have all the stuff unlocked. Your perks, your weapon, like everything. Field upgrades, field upgrades, all that stuff. And I was just running a test, like, you know, how do you earn Ethereum crystals the fastest? I guess it's going around 30 in X-filling, doing Easter eggs, doing high rounds, whatever. And I just decided to, like, kind of keep going and keep going and keep going. Just like, once you hit around 50, it's like, man, we'll keep going a little bit, you know. Push it a little bit further. Then you hit around 75, it's like, well, might as well just go for 100 at this point. There's no point stopping now. And yeah, it was such a bummer. I started playing it in my head, like, you know, oh, I'm gonna make a little video out of this. It's gonna be fun. Like my first round 100. Because again, I just don't really do high rounds, so it's just not my thing. And then die on round 95 at that point, which is so disheartening. Can you die, please? Jeez, man. My goodness, he did not want to die, did he? After I do the Grief Dark up shot, I'm going for 1 million.
That's what you get for splattering your stuff all
How
over
many do you have, Thunder? I mean, I'm sure, like, plenty of people, like, there are people that just do high round. Like, they don't really, I mean, I'm sure they do Easter eggs once in a while, but they're basically just doing high round. They've probably got this in the first month. I mean, it's kind of the only way to really get it done. Because again, I played the hell out of Cold War. Like, I played the hell out of Cold War. And I'm not even, still I'm not doing it.
What? You want a medal?
Wouldn't mind a medal. Thank you, Sam. Joe, what's up? No, I meant how many kills do you have? Not how many wins. Sorry. If I said wins. I've not played. Have you guys been playing Reef since the changes? I've not. I've played it like a week ago. I'm alright, man. I'm alright. The one good thing about my internet going out yesterday, really, and kind of for so long, it was, like I said, it was nearly 24 hours. I have, you know, I'd watched Game of Thrones back in the day when it was on, but I don't really get into fantasy novels very much. Like, we talked about this the other day, but like, The Hobbit I can dig. Like Lord of the Rings, it's too in-depth for me. Like, it's too much. And just fantasy in general is kind of like that for me. It's like I love the film, the Lord of the Rings movies, but like the books, I've tried to read a few times. And I don't think I've ever made it past like page 10 or 15. Like legit, it's never happened. But I was like, you know what? I wanted to read. I mean, I wanted to rewatch Game of Thrones, and I was like, man, I might just, because I don't have HBO anymore. I was like, I might just get HBO just to watch that again. I'm sure there's other good stuff on HBO right now, and whatever. But you know what? Why don't I actually just, instead of like, because I have seen it, like, why don't I read it? Because you know, the books are always better if you're into something. Like the books are always better. But you know, you get more story. There's funny to it, you know, blah blah blah. So anyway, I bought the book, the first Game of Thrones book, a couple of weeks ago, and I just haven't gotten around to cracking it open. I mean, I have the time. It's not like, you know, oh, I'm so busy I don't have time to read. But I just hadn't. And then yesterday I was like, you know what? Well, I mean, because when your internet's down, it's connected. You know, that's what you have TV on as well, and you know, like my music, like. I don't have physical copies of anything anymore, really. So I was like, well, if nothing else, it gives me time to read. So I read like 100 and something pages of my book. That's good. Around 720,000. How many kills do I still need? It's kind of a little bit difficult to judge because the game that you're currently in, like this save game that we're doing, doesn't register. Like so, like the amount of kills that I got the last time I streamed this, they don't count. It doesn't show up. It's not that they don't count. It just doesn't show up until you're finished with the game. So we started today. We're at 760-something thousand. I mean, we've got a ways to go.
Skies are clear. Should you require
I think the way I was figuring it on Friday was it would take us probably till round 750-ish. I think that's an educated guess, but a guess nonetheless. To get to the million. But at that point, we kind of might as well just keep going until we get to 999. Because why would you stop at round 750? You know, like, let's do the round 999 boss fight. Some of you, I don't know how you're getting screwed. And so basically I'm going to be doing, for these streams, I'm going to be doing like 100 rounds per stream. So we're going to go from, you know, we went from 0 to 100, and then, you know, the Call of Duty servers crashed, so we reset. You know, round 85, the game crashed, and it sent us back to 37 or 38 for some reason. I don't know why. So, but for the most part, we're going to be going 100 rounds per stream. Today, we're starting on 50 or 51, but we're going to go till 200 because we already did, you know, basically the round 100 game was on Friday. I mean, it crashed, so we didn't get there, but you know what I mean. So we're just going to keep going today until 200, so we're not going to go to 200. But then, like, you know, tomorrow, or I don't know if I should do this every day to get there, or if I should switch it up and do, like, other stuff different days. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll just keep going on this until we get it done. I mean, if you guys are tuning in and digging it, then, you know, that's all I really care about.
We are running a diagnostic on the gearbox. I assure you,
This little thing in the back, kind of like, you see me go up, and like, the little thing on the back right here. Drives me nuts when I step on it. It really throws off the shot, because we're actually trying to get body shots. We don't want headshots here because of our perk setup. And our augments on those perks. That way we get the extra ammo back, and they count as criticals anyway. So. Currently on my third reread of 48 Laws of Power. I don't even know that. Who is that by? What's it about? I don't know it. I am digging the book, by the way. I will say that. I was saying, you know, I'm reading the first Game of Thrones book, and fantasy for me is very hit and miss. Like, again, I really love the Lord of the Rings movies, but the books were, you know, for me, it's just, that's like kind of super hardcore nerd stuff for me. And most of fantasy tends to be that way. I'm more of a Hobbit, Harry Potter type of, you know, fantasy type reader. But so far, I'm really digging the book. I mean, there's a lot of characters, a lot of places to kind of track and keep up with. So honestly, that's a little bit tough. I'm gonna throw the touch. One at my feet. Pick that up. Kind of would like that.
Max ammo.
Dude.
That's a better death than you deserve.
Gosh.
This is all and you go on like, nah, bang, and then it's brain.
This has been really choppy so far. I'm like jumping in. It's been really kind of like, we're not in a groove yet. Definitely need, I'm trying to find my groove here. It's not really. Is there any BO7 rumors you guys heard yesterday or anything like that going on? Because like I said, I was no internet the entire day.
You nerds see that? I'm just warming up, baby.
I mean, basically now we're going to be, well, the 20th, right? What's today? Like in 4 days, we should be getting something. Almost definitely we'll be getting something on the 20th. I doubt it's going to be zombies related. It's probably just going to be campaign stuff. But I bet we get something new that day.
Double points.
By Robert Greene about how to get through life by either using power plays or how to defend yourself from other power moves. Not fantasy at all, more real life information. Gotcha. I mean, it sounds like a not like a self-help, but you know what I mean. Like sounds like nonfiction. Dude, I really hate these parasites that just snipe from right outside the elevator shaft. I hope, speaking of BO7 rooms, like, I just hope we don't get it. I don't want that anymore. No parasites. Just don't give us any more parasites. And if we do get that transit reimagining, remake, remaster, redo, whatever, which I hope is going to be Bus Route B, just makes sense to me the more I think about it. We talked about it. I streamed it, you know, live last week, kind of looking for, you know, did a whole trailer breakdown. Well, not even, yeah, I mean, it was like a trailer, but the zombie stuff was literally 2 seconds at the very end of that trailer that we got last week. And we went on transit looking for that windmill that you see at the very end of it, that trailer. And it's, as far as I can tell, it's not on the map. You can't find it. But I'm almost certain, I swear it's going to be Bus Route B. I think we're getting Transit Bus Route B. Especially when, you know, we've got 3 maps, including the one we're on right now, that take place in Liberty Falls in West Virginia, which is literally right next to Green Run, which is what Transit is called, Green Run Transit. And we know that BO7 is a direct sequel to BO2 and to this game. How much is a direct sequel to campaign / multiplayer versus zombies as well? Like, a little bit, that's murky. You know, the year that it's taking place is 2035, but that's the campaign stuff. BO7, that is, we're talking about. It doesn't necessarily mean anything like to do with us for zombies, because this is 1991, at least at the start of this game, and I think everything is like kind of unusual, but for our zombies game, you know, for BO6, and you guys tell me if you think differently, but it's pretty much been, you know, like a lot of the maps usually take place over, I think Cold War even took place over the course of like 5 years, didn't it? And this game is really taking place over the course of days, it feels like. I mean, Liberty Falls, like, in Terminus pretty much just happened. And then Citadel, like, maybe weeks? Because we're going pretty quickly from one map to the next. Like, we don't have to travel to go to new places.
We're a no-go on exfil right now.
Max ammo.
You know, it's not like it's going to take a long time to get to these things. Like, so it really kind of feels like, well, like at the end of this map, you know, when you finish the boss fight, we're literally walking toward Janus Towers, which is going to be the next map. So that one's happening basically like the same day. So like you can say Terminus and Liberty Falls happen literally at the same time. We know that from Treyarch. Like that stuff's happening simultaneously, which is why on Liberty Falls, technically you're playing as, you know, if you're to go by canon, you're playing as just an operator, part of the, you know, the like Janus crew. And our crew, the 4 dedicated crew members, were in Terminus, which is in, you know, in the Philippine Sea, just south of Japan. And then from there, the crew, our crew, you know, our set crew, goes to Citadel in France. And then right from there, we stay in France and we go to the tomb, the excavation site for the tomb. And then we come here, and then we're going to Jen's Tower. So it really feels like this stuff is all happening very quickly, like in actual timeline-wise in this game. Like I said, in Cold War, I think it was literally like a course of 5 years. Eric, what's up, dude? How many shots did it take to kill this guy? I've seen a possible pre-order screenshot. I'm sure it looks like you get early access to the transit map. I'm gonna guess that's a fake. That's no. There's no way you're gonna get early access. I can almost guarantee you. Although, because you remember there were rumors for this game that if you pre-ordered, you were gonna get. Because you know that for the last 2 years before that, you were getting. If you digitally pre-ordered, you get 1 week early access to the campaign, and there were rumors flying last year, probably right around this time. And I don't even remember why, but we were going to get early access to the campaign if we did the pre-order, because it was going to be like, because we knew there were 2 maps at launch, I think. And for Cold War, obviously, we only got 1. But the reason why we got only 1, like we almost never just get 1. And the reason why, you know, lately, anyway, lately being the last 12 years. 10 years. When it comes to Treyarch. But Cold War was, again, it was done with 1 year's less development time, and like the final 9 months or so were done from home remotely because of the COVID pandemic, not epidemic. So that's why we only got 1 at launch on Cold War. But I think it was also kind of a little bit of wish fulfillment, or, you know, wishful thinking on our part, Zombies players' part. Because, you know, I've said this to you guys a bunch of times, but something like Black Ops 4, you think, oh my god, we've got 4 Zombies maps at launch. Like, isn't that the best thing ever? And yes and no. Like, it's great that we got so much content, but at the same time, I would much prefer if they just released 1 per month for the first 4 months. Really, they could keep going for, like, you know, in that game we got 8 total maps. Like, they could have just kept going like that for the first 8-9 months of the game, and like just kind of left it at that, or taken, you know, a month or 2 off in between, and that would have given us the full 12-month cycle. But let's be honest, like by August, like that's kind of, I mean, people are pretty much tapped out. A lot of people are tapped out at this point. You know, people are on summer vacation from school. People with families, you know, they're going on trips, doing whatever. They're not, you know, thinking about this stuff so much anymore. And we tend to, at this point in time, we start getting, you know, we're getting the, usually we start getting, this is when we're going to start getting like weird weapons, like the goofy kind of stuff that you get in the game. You know, I was going to say along the lines of like a nail gun, but we already got the nail gun in this game, which is actually was kind of awesome. Still good. I haven't really used it in a while, but still good, but it was legit. But yeah, I would much prefer that we get like 1 map per month for the first 4, 5, 6 months. Then start taking, you know, a month off here and there. Start doing your seasons. Or do it, you know. I mean, basically every season is 2 months. You always get the reload and stuff. So every half season, we get something. Because like I said, even if you're done with the game, like by the summer, by this time, although I'm not saying they should be, you know, whatever. I like it. The more spread out it is, better for me. But even if it was to be kind of like they hit July and like we're done, we got no more maps coming. Like, all right, that's fine. Like we've had a good year. rather than getting inundated with too much stuff. I mean, the way the kind of maps are now, getting Liberty Falls and Terminus in the same day, at launch day. I mean, both Easter eggs were solved, what, 5 hours into the day? Which I really But you know, kind of actually it does kind of apply in a way because, and I know timeline-wise, again, we were literally just talking about it, how with all the think about like the Terminus, all the side Easter eggs on Terminus, and like I'm talking like legit side Easter eggs, not hey, there's the max ammo, there's the double points. Like that's not a side Easter egg. It's a cool thing that's in it, but it's not like an Easter egg. It's
max ammo.
It's just something you shoot and you get it. Like it's not. There's no quest at all. There's nothing to figure out other than where is it? Up here, the insta kill right up there. I mean, I wouldn't call that a side Easter egg. But Terminus had legit, like, full-blown... I mean, think of the yo-ho-ho side Easter egg, which was... I mean, there was some really cool ones in that game. On that map. Now I know I just saw it. And that bounced off of his face. We're screwed here. No way. Come on, kids. Gotta stop doing this shit. This game does not want me to have it today. It really doesn't. Oh my god.
I'll help all you sons of bitches. Out of the goodness of my damn heart, even.
Max ammo.
Ridiculous. The first Casimir that I threw earlier just literally just up and vanished like a fart in the wind. And this one bounces off of his head, lands back at my feet. And so they're all blowing up right on me. Yeah, I mean, like, the game just does not have it up. The game does have it up, but and these friggin' parasites, man. Oh boy. Okay. We haven't even hit round 80 yet.
Bonus points.
Yeah, I would love it, by the way, like if we actually did get early access to a zombies map just for pre-ordering, like I would love that, man. Especially if it's gonna be where we get more than one map at launch.
Man going out. It's gonna suck to be you. You right? very lightest big garbage disposal.
Into my vent.
The only thing is, if like that's going to be the case, like we got to know well in advance. Could you imagine if they just like drop that on us? Like, hey, by the way, if you pre-ordered digitally, you know, kind of like they dropped Dead of the Night. Speaking of Black Ops 4 earlier, Dead of the Night they literally just released one day. It's just kind of like it's out there. No trailer, no free information about it. Like it's there if you want it. And it was right around like Christmas time too, wasn't it? The holidays around then. Like people were busy with family and doing stuff. Pretty wild thing to do. In a way, it's kind of great. It's kind of like Netflix has done this a bunch of times. Like you know, after the Super Bowl, all of a sudden it's just a commercial for. You know, hop on over to Netflix now, and there's, you know, Cloverfield. What was it? What they did for one of the Cloverfield, 10 Cloverfield Lane, maybe, or something, which I actually really liked. Just kind of buzz market, you know, like boom, just drop it, and all of a sudden people are like, "What? Did you hear that? Blah blah blah." You know, you had no idea. But that's something you can watch on the go, like a zombies map. You need to be at your console or at your PC or whatever. Although now, and this holiday season, the Xbox ROG Ally and ROG Ally X, or whatever they're calling it. Xbox is really bad at naming things. Like the PlayStation, it's the PlayStation. Here's the PS2, the PS3, the PS4, and the PS5. And guess what's coming next? The PS6. Xbox is the Xbox 360, which is actually a cool name, at least. But then the Xbox One, then the Xbox Series X, and not to mention there was the Xbox One X. So a lot of people were, you know, when they were trying to pre-order the Series X, were actually pre-ordering or ordering the Xbox One X. It's like, dude, you guys have kind of losing the plot as far as that goes. Like it's too hard to track, and because I was like, what the hell's a ROG Ally? Like, what are they even going for with that? But I guess that's the was it Ryzen? The chip in it? It's like part of their thing. That's like how they name their stuff. So it should be really powerful, at least. And I put a little poll out on my channel, I don't know, a week or so ago. Like, you know, of the four that kind of big ones out there now, or that are coming out. Like, which handheld would you guys prefer? You only have one. The Switch 2, the Steam Deck, the I don't even know what the PlayStation 1 is called. The PlayStation 1, PlayStation Portable 2, I think it was, or something like that. I don't remember. Or the Xbox ROG Ally, which that's, I think, the only one that's not actually out yet. Steam Deck was number 1, but the Xbox was number 2. Kind of surprised me. I thought a lot of people would say the Nintendo Switch. And I mean, it sold like 3.5 million consoles in the first 4 days? Something crazy, like. And I just looked up, you know, the actual list price from Nintendo is not that bad on those things, but man, people are like, places are selling it for such a huge markup, like $800-900. Like, wow. Did any of you guys get a new Switch? Not really my thing. I wouldn't mind. Like, I kind of would really like a Steam Deck or the Xbox thing when it comes out. But at the same time, like, it's only really good for me if I'm traveling, which is fine. Like, for on the plane itself would be great. I mean, I don't know how long this battery's lasting. It's got to be at least 6 hours, though, But while I'm actually visiting or, you know, somewhere, I don't know how much video games I'm playing, you know what I mean? It's only really good for me, basically, during the travel portion of traveling. Or you're not gonna go like visit family and just be like sitting in your room playing, you know, Xbox or something. Or God forbid you go someplace really nice like Paris or Hawaii or something, and you're like, I'm just gonna play some video games while I'm here. Like, no. Although I was just talking to my neighbor, they're going to Hawaii, I think like in a couple of weeks. And I've been to Maui, so some years ago now. Okay, I didn't get screwed over this time, thankfully. But man, like, I got a little, honestly, I got a little claustrophobic being on Maui. It's kind of small, and you know, I was feeling it, like, okay, there's nowhere to go now. Like, you can't get out. I just felt like, I don't know, I just felt trapped in. Like, it's a nice place, obviously, it's Hawaii. But I felt a little pinched in, man. I was kind of like, I'm ready to go. Can't justify spending that much money for a handheld. I'm not buying a PS5 Pro either. That's the thing, is I don't really go for the pros or the slims or the in-betweens. I got a PS5, which honestly was pretty much completely wasted on me. I've barely played anything on it. I mean, I've done a couple of games, like the Hogwarts Legacy, which I love. It was like my favorite game of that year. Like, came out, what, 2 years ago now? It was basically my favorite game of that year. And there's been a couple of others. But 90% of the stuff I do, well, more than 99% of the stuff I do on video games is zombies. And almost all of that I do on my Xbox. So, honestly, the PlayStation, like I said, is really kind of wasted on me.
Active enemy health decremented.
I honestly kind of regret it. So, like when the next one comes out, because if it's going to be the new Xbox, whatever the hell that would be called, they'll really probably mess up that name. And the PS6, I'll probably skip the PS6 this time. I mean, they're still releasing all the, like the Black Ops 7. They're releasing on PS4s and PS5s. They're releasing it on Xbox One and Xbox Series XS. And we're 5 years into the life cycle of this generation of console. Like, it's not new anymore, and they're still, like, think of the Xbox One 5 years in, if they were still making games for it to be optimized on the 360 as well. Like, when Ghost came out, that's when there was like a month left of Xbox 360/PS3s, and then it went to the next generation, so the PS4s and Xbox Ones. Sorry, I noticed. And a month later, they released the consoles and then the new versions of the discs, and the game sold tremendously well because people bought the new version. And then, like, think of, what was it, 2 years later? Black Ops 3 came out. Think of zombies on Black Ops 3. I mean, yeah, for like the 360 though, or for the PS3, last gen stuff. Well, we just kind of all have decided forever will be called last gen and next gen. I mean, it's horrific. Like, you almost couldn't do it. And that was 2 years in, and we're now 5 years in. So these, you know, and they're still making it for the last gen as well. A little bit weird, I think.
deficiency has been
I could
noted.
rock 'em like that all day.
Points.
You gotta go over the stuff so slow when it piles up like that, or you just don't pick it up. Dude, my nose is so itchy.
Oi, tank face. Casimir says it's time to go.
We are running a diagnostic on the gearbox.
Strauss.
I assure you, I think not.
Yeah, that new James Bond game. What we First Contact? Or, I don't know what it's called. First assignment, first go, first attempt, whatever the hell it's called. The trailer for that looked pretty damn good. And I never played the Indiana Jones game, The Great Circle, which is to me a terrible game. But supposedly the game was pretty fun. But I don't know, like, did any of you guys play that? Because it really kind of came out, and I don't feel like people were talking about it, like, after it came out. Although there is, like, the big DLC expansion coming for it that Xbox did at their last little showcase thing, whatever that was called. I don't know, whatever it was called. Xbox Showcase, Xbox whatever. Just, you know, a week or two ago. So it's like the Great Circle, and then there's like a subtitle after that. So it's Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, and blah 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 blah. Like after that, like, oh my god. Like the way that some of these things we're just talking about, you know, how Xbox has a bad. I think they have a problem with really like naming things.
One of those Casimirs? Right.
People over at making Indiana Jones games do as well. Oh my god.
You nerds. I'm just warming up, baby.
Looking at kids really is the best use of her processing power.
Oh, like we get caught up there, like standing way up high there. It really drives me bananas every time it happens.
Max armor.
Now done? Okay. Is there anything coming up for you guys that you're like excited about? Other than, you know, Black Ops 7? I think we're all excited about that, right? This guy's here for the free one.
Have a nice trip. See you next never.
See you next never. Ah.
Again!
You guys think we're getting Sam back on the next map? You think we're getting the Ultimus crew, the Primus crew, and then the Aegis crew in some form? If we don't see Sam at all in this game, I'd be shocked. Although I thought I had a pretty good ending to Cold War, like in my head, like this would make great sense and be a great way to go out on that game. And they didn't even remotely do that, so I think the same thing about this game. Doesn't mean, obviously, that they will do it. I would be kind of disappointed, though, if we don't get Sam. And by the way, so I don't know if you guys saw this. I don't know if we talked about this last stream, and I don't think we did. The SAG-AFTRA union has come to terms with the video game companies about using AI. So hopefully that means we're gonna get our original actors back. It's Julie Nathanson, of course, being Samantha. So going forward, maybe, and then when I even first saw the trailer for this game and I heard Peck's voice, I was like, that's not the same person that did the voice for in Cold War. And I even looked it up on IMDb, and it said it was the same person, but I don't think it had been updated, because there's no way that's the same person. Like, their voice, the Peck in this game, his voice is way gravelier than, I don't know if that's a real word, but than it was in Cold War. So I don't know. I don't even know if that's like. I mean, one, it could be the same guy. But if it's not, like, he hasn't been here for the whole game, so. That did. 3 of them didn't do it? So I don't know if that guy is even coming back, if that's a possibility. But I swear it's not the same guy. I mean, maybe it is. But I would swear that it's not the same guy. And I looked at, like I said, I looked it up when the trailers were out for this. He sounded so different to me. Like his overall, like the, I don't know, I don't know exactly what I'm going for here, but like I said, it's just way gravelier. But you know, when you're doing a voice as an actor, you could kind of like that. It's not your voice, so it might change over time. You might remember it a different way, or he could be, you know, like at the end of Forsaken, the last Cold War map. You know, he's literally in the explosion with Kravchenko there. You know, the gas line, and then you know, he explodes them. So maybe he's just like literally doing a character thing where he just changed it to be more gravelly, like he did damage to his throat or something from that explosion, which would make total sense. Like, good actor choice there. Either that, or it's just a different guy, or he just changed the voice. But it is definitely not the same as it used to be. Not, you know, like, not a complaint one way or the other. It's just an observation. But it would be nice to get Julie Nathanson back. Are you going to get GTA 6? I'm 100% going to get GTA 6, yes. GTA 5 is my all-time favorite video game. Like, story mode. Like, the multiplayer on it was fun. I only played it a little bit, because that was truly like a pay-to-win situation. You could spend real money and get like the best stuff in the game instantly, like the best cars, the best houses. You could buy the businesses, so you're making money, like in-game money. And people are so into those games that, you know, they immediately did all that, and then you're coming in just like trying to earn your way through, and you're just overmatched immediately. It's still kind of fun, but at the same time, it's like, it wasn't that much fun because of that. You know what I mean? But story mode, yeah, I think it's literally my favorite game of all time, and I will 100% be playing GTA 6 the moment it's available. So I hope it's supposed to be like next spring. So I just really hope it doesn't interfere with like a zombies map or something, because I don't have to be. Literally, what I'll do is just like do 2 streams a day or something, or be working on videos on the side and stream GTA 6 the full way through. There's just no chance I don't play it. And by the way, like, I'm totally fine. Like, a lot of people are pissed like it's been delayed. Just make sure the game works fine, like at launch. I'd much rather it take longer to come out than for it to be broken at launch, and then we get a bad experience playing it. But hey, you got it 6 months before, you know. But what good is it if it's not working right? You know what I mean? Atomic Part 2 looks good.
That's turning out to work. Saying the biz? Never mind. Here
Plenty
comes
more where that came from.
See, honestly, like, I don't even play a lot of games. I don't have time with all the zombie stuff that I gotta do. So, like, I honestly don't even recognize any of those things you're talking about. Like, I literally have no idea. I mean, I said the same thing, like, when Helldivers 2 was coming out, I was like, what the hell is Helldivers 1? I've never heard of it. And then Helldivers 2 is, like, massive. There's been a couple of games like that when I used to stream, like, co-stream the PlayStation Plus or whatever they call it, the PlayStation State of the, not State of the Union, but whatever they call it, State of Play. And like the Xbox showcase from last couple of years I've streamed, they don't do particularly well. This is why I did do it this year, and I probably won't going forward. And also, I'm not overly familiar. Like the big stuff that is coming out, like I'll know that, like you know, a GTA 6, you know, Indiana Jones, but that's more like you know because I'm familiar with. I mean GTA obviously, but or like Hogwarts Legacy. Like I know it because it popped on my radar because like Harry Potter stuff is cool. Indiana Jones games, like because Indiana Jones, the what's you call it, the James Bond game that I was just talking about. I like the Daniel Craig movies, you know, like so. When are they going to announce who the new Bond is, by the way? Like for the movies, not the video games. He's done with it now, right? And I think the family, the Broccoli's, their name's Albert Broccoli, wrote the novel. They had, you know, he had complete control for 50, 60 years, whatever the family had. And they just sold the rights to Amazon, which I think is probably why we're getting another video game. But I think they're going to do... I don't know if they're going to do just movies, but I swear they're going to do... they'll do a series on Amazon Prime. I don't know whether it'll be like actually James Bond or just be kind of in that world. But I'm kind of surprised there hasn't been really like... news of what, like naming a new Bond or doing anything like that. A lot of people thought it was going to be like Tom Holland, I guess. Who I like as Spider-Man, but I don't know about James Bond. I'm not saying he couldn't do it, I don't know. Like Idris Elba would be... he'd be really good at it, I think, but they also want somebody younger, much younger than that. Like he's in his 50s, right? Like, and I think they want somebody that's probably in their 20s, maybe 30s. And there was, Superman? Henry Cavill. But then he did Man from U.N.C.L.E., which I didn't see, but I guess is along the same kind of vein. Dude, there's entirely too much stuff on the screen. It really makes my eyes bleed. It's just too bright. And when they took Henry Cavill out of the Witcher series, It's one of those things, dude. I have so many like I collect stuff to put on my watch list. Raindrops, that's cool. I'll take that. Like Bill Burr is my favorite comedian, and he's had his new special on Hulu for months now, and I finally just watched it like within the last week. And he is my favorite comedian by far. Currently. And it took me this long, however long, I don't even know when it came out, like February maybe? March? I don't know. It's been months though, and I just watched it, like I said, within the last week. It's like I like the new season of Black Mirror on Netflix. I haven't watched it yet at all. Like I collect the stuff on my list, but I don't like. It's like it's because before you watch it, it has the potential to be like the best thing ever, right? Then, but once you see it, you're gonna conclude like it was pretty good, probably. You know, and then it no longer has potential. It just is what it is. I mean, it's kind of a shitty excuse for not watching. I mean, not that you need to watch more things. We all probably watch more than enough TV / movies / you know, whatever. You know, streamers. Whatever the case might be, but... It's like there's stuff that I legit want to watch. Like, Black Mirror is one of my favorite shows ever. Like, genuinely some of the most creative, interesting, like, kind of thought-provoking... Sorry for being, like, kind of cliche there, but... They have stuff in it that's, like, legit, like, ooh, wow, this is genuinely interesting, and you want to pay attention to it. You want to see what they're talking about. You kind of see where the future's going, because they're all a little bit sci-fi tech, you know, but it's like kind of close, near future type stuff. Bill is good. I wish Lewis Black would do another stand-up. I started watching. He's... I don't know. Like, he's definitely a funny guy, Shane Gillis.
Look who's keeping up with you gazers.
I don't know. I've kind of had enough of him for now. He just kind of was everywhere all the time for like 6 months to a year. And I was just like, all right, enough of this dude. Like, I just need a break from him. Lewis Black, is he still even working? I waited on him one time in the restaurant that he worked at. Nice guy. Made him laugh. Anytime I would wait on a comedian, you gotta make him laugh. Don't ask me what I said because I have no idea. It's been a while.
Really forget what my processing power.
Shit, better check up on that.
Alright, we're closing in on 100 here at least. There goes the nuke. I see it's like coming up like But again, we're going at 200 today. We're not just hitting 100 and stopping because this was supposed to be on Friday, and then the servers crashed at 85, and then we went back to 37 or 39 for some reason when we did the save and quit thing. Well, we didn't save and quit. The game saved itself, but for some reason we lost 50 rounds or 45 rounds. I don't know why. Again, though, my experience this year has been with the servers. It's actually been better, even though this game is like always online. It's been better for me this year than it was during Cold War. And I just realized there's like little, what do you call those, fuzzies on my mic. Whoa! I'm not paying attention. And I just realized I'm rubbing the mic, and it really might be driving you guys crazy. You can probably hear that. Here, let me just check this one. And then I wasn't paying attention, but we didn't use Last Stand at least. Okay. So I don't need to go get Quick Revive again. He does a podcast every now and then, but no more stand-ups. When I'm at work, I was just indoor comics, so just shuffle these meeting sets. Ah, okay, cool. Oh, I just heard that I haven't listened to him for honestly for a couple of years at least now.
Never mind. Here comes
But Mark Maron, he's ending his podcast.
Someone tell the bugger
I used to listen to him a lot. He's a good interviewer. But I guess he's kind of had it, like he's done, like what else was there to do with it, kind of a thing. I used to listen to Bill Burr's podcast as well, but like it just kind of like, honestly, kind of at certain points, just like, all right, how much of this do I want in my head, like throughout my day, every day, or 2 or 3 times a week? Like, I stick to the special. But yeah, I like putting on Spotify, not for for both, but like I just put on music and just like let it shuffle because I don't have a premium subscription. I just like pick out playlists and stuff that are on there. Or pick like a genre or a time, like the 90s or the 2000s, whatever, rock from the whatever, the 60s, the 70s. And just kind of see what it kind of pops up. Like, oh, I haven't thought about that song in forever, or I haven't thought about that. Can you reload, please? 3rd time I'm trying that. Actually, you know something? We're not that low, but I'm just not going to let it get to that point.
Toss him one of those Casimirs. Right, that thing.
Like, sometimes having something on shuffle and just kind of letting it choose for you is great. And then sometimes it's like, there's a reason why I like my playlists or, my stuff. You don't have to hear this garbage, that garbage, whatever. Case may be. Alright, enough with these parasites, man.
Tiny but tasty. I'm cracking that one.
oh yes, that's extra credit for you.
Oh, dude, I still want to go see the new Mission Impossible movie. I still want to go see Sinners. See, that's what I should have done. Well, no, I should have read yesterday with my internet being down. I'm glad I did. There's so many things I have friends that are going to Italy this month. They might actually be there now. I'm not sure, to be honest. Check. If they're in Italy, I don't want to bother them, but I've never been. I've been to Ireland, England, and France. Like, kind of like, basically like Dublin, London, and Paris. That's it for Europe, though. My mother went to Portugal last year, the year before. Young 80, what's up, man? Do you think we'll ever get that Paris map? I mean, you know, we ended up getting Moon back in BO1, which was going to be a map. You know, initially it was supposed to be a Paris map. But do you ever think we'll get? I kind of like an Eiffel Tower map. Doesn't sound that great to me, to be honest with you, because like the Eiffel Tower is like there's not much to the Eiffel Tower. I'm sure you could make a good map out of it, but like the Louvre would be a way better zombies map than the Eiffel Tower. The Louvre would be incredible as a map. It's huge. There's so many like different rooms, like kind of eras almost. Different times, different just themes. Like it could be such a cool thing to do. Again, I wouldn't mind like an Eiffel Tower based map, but I think the Louvre would be way cooler.
Pieces.
Okay, we got another one right here. Okay, I don't know when I picked up these. Ooh, I thought it did this to me again. See, like, how did that end up down there?
That's sending out the herd. Oh, never mind.
Still more? Okay. I'm telling you, man. Why do I have these?
Compared to my last mosh pit, that was tea on a Sunday ambush.
It just doesn't want me to do it. It really doesn't want me to do it. Ethan, what's going on, man? Catacombs into Paris could make a good zombies map. Yeah, that's another thing. That definitely could. I watched some videos on that, like the Urban Explorer type things. You know, they sneak down in there. Like the underground cities of blah, blah, blah. Some of those are pretty cool. Some of them are really boring. But yeah, that could definitely be part of a good map. In a way, kind of the tomb has a bit of that feel to it, with the skulls all over the wall. Certain of those like rooms. But I mean, it's definitely completely different. You know, I get what you're saying. Yeah, that would be a very cool map. I mean, Egypt again, still like the pyramids. I mean, I think we're always going to want that until we get it right. And then, of course, there's always the ones that, you know, you're not thinking of, that they're going to come out with you like, ooh, that's a great idea for a map. What is your biggest, like, initially I didn't like it, now I love it map of all of Call of Duty Zombies? It can be any, from any game, doesn't matter. Because me, it's probably Zetsubo no Shima is my biggest, like, I really didn't used to like this, now I really kind of love it.
Now we can get away
And I think so that right there, obviously.
All right, fucking fly. Any Asian hot dogs want to beat my high school?
How's Shattered We're doing alright. You like the Easter egg for this map? This is my favorite Easter egg in this game, yeah. Although Terminus, I have a feeling in the long run, I don't know, maybe not. I really do like Terminus. That just disappears as soon as I do that. Typical. Very typical. You can get friendly pet on this map, right? Did you find all the funny pieces? Yes. Speaking of Zetsubo Noshima, how you can do the friendly thrasher. And remember when we were doing the friendship ended Easter egg hunt? You know, the new Dark Ops? We were thinking that might be it because you get the calling card and how you make him your friend. And then, of course, that ended up being the biggest letdown ever. I had a great time hunting it, and it was very fun. The streams were great. You guys were awesome. But yeah, that ended up being such a letdown.
Oi, Cave Face. Casimir says it's time to go.
I'm gonna buy. We have plenty of cash. Your guide on the Terminus Easter egg was very helpful. I really like Terminus. What I was getting to is I have a feeling like in 2 years' time, when I think about coming back to playing this game, like I want to do one Easter egg from this game, what would it be? Would it be Shattered Veil? Would it be Terminus? And at this point, it probably is still Shattered Veil. There are certainly times where I was like, I would definitely rather play Terminus. And it's not a thing against Shattered Veil, it's just I like Terminus as well. But I'm kind of having a feeling, I dig the vibe on Terminus, to be honest. And I have a feeling like eventually it might end up being like my favorite from this game. We'll see. We still have one more map coming that, I mean, might be the best one we've ever had, you know? You never know. Raven the Redwoods is a map I hated in the beginning, but now I like. See, the thing with Raven the Redwoods for me is, if we were just judging purely like the map, the design of the map, the setting of the map, basically just being at the place itself, having nothing to do with the Easter egg, Raven the Redwoods would legit be S tier map for me. Which I know some people are going to be like, that's freaking crazy, man, no way. Which, you know, fine, I understand. For me, it would be. I think that map is fan-freaking-tastic. The kind of, you know, we talked about when Liberty Falls was coming out, like there's no aura to it, and then, of course, Treyarch put out that thing not too long ago, you know, with the Rick Toppin going, oh, there's just no aura, you know, making a joke of their own thing. That map has aura. I mean, it's literally like playing a Friday the 13th game, and even though there is a Friday the 13th game, I think to me, that feels more Friday the 13th than the Friday the 13th, like Dead by Daylight, you know. Although, that is a fun game. Well, it's a watch. I've never actually played it, to be honest with you. Like, as a viewer, I've enjoyed that game a fair amount. It's been a long time since I've actually seen it. I don't know, is that even still a thing? I don't even know. But I love it. I wish the Easter egg was stronger in that map because it's an awesome map, man. An absolutely incredible map. And there's some good story stuff into it, you know, with all the charms and when you complete the charm side Easter egg, you can click, you know, interact with the item and you get story. And it's kind of like how Treyarch used to tell their story stuff with the radios. I think a lot of us forget that when we think about how the stories have been conveyed to us over the years. I think a lot of us kind of forget that unless you were really trying to get a lot of the story, you didn't used to get much in any particular map. You had to go hunting for it, literally. And if you were doing it solo, like, good luck, man. Because you always had a zombie, you know, like, behind you, chasing you, making noise in your ear so you couldn't even hear the radios if you found them. And then even if you did, you really kind of had to, like, I'm sure you guys have seen the videos, like somebody makes a video about, you know, this radio, that radio, whatever, on pick your favorite older map, you know, like, whatever. It's because you turn every other volume option down in your game, so the only thing you're hearing are voices, which is the only way you can really kind of get them to be clear and actually hear all the info that is being given to you. But that's how, you know, they did it basically in Raven the Redwoods, but they would just do it through the memory charms, and you just interact with them. It was basically like interacting with a radio and clicking it, and then you would get the playthrough. And Citadel, what about Citadel? Citadel is really good. The only problem I really have with Citadel is it's the same problem, to a much greater degree do I have this issue with the Tomb. But there's a lot of, and the easiest comparison you can make with Citadel obviously is Derizen, because they're both castles. But you can kind of see in Derizen, to me, the way to do it versus Citadel, the way not to do it, and how it doesn't have much, speaking of vibe, or it's because you're missing the personal touch that you got in something like Derizen, where you have Sam's room, you'd have, like, you know, this is where Richtofen stays, this is where Dr. Max stays, this is where he was doing his research, this is Samantha's room where, you know, she had the drawings. Those were little Easter eggs in and of themselves. You got, like, some story going on in there, stuff with Fluffy and the Keepers, and, you know, blah, blah, blah. So, and then you go into the Citadel, and there's, like, no personal information. There's really no, like, nothing along the lines of, like, those drawings or being in somebody's room that we are, not even, you know, because you didn't play as Samantha. But she's one of our main characters, and that's how you got more story, and we didn't get anything like that in Citadel. Which I think is just a missed opportunity, and that's kind of like what I'm saying with the Tomb. The Tomb, I mean, that was really super ballsy of them. I can't believe they haven't gotten more shit, to be honest with you, from the quote-unquote community. I mean, they're invoking Origin. It's a, you know, a dig site in France, you know, the excavation site in France, which obviously all Zombies players are like, okay, Origins. And then to me, the Tomb is just, there's nothing to that map. There's nothing in those rooms. It's just a whole lot of emptiness. Like, it's like fake vibe. It's like haunted house vibe. Like, and I mean, like, go to your local haunted house during Halloween in any October, and that, you know, the kind of semi-cheap ones to go to. Like, it might not be, it's not bad, but like, it ain't good either. You know what I mean? You kind of like, I don't know if we're gonna go back there next year. You know, we'll try a different one. That's the Tomb to me. It's got like the surface level, the look is right, but there's nothing more to it than that. Like, there's nothing else there to it. There's just kind of like a whole lot of nothing. There's nothing in those rooms to, speaking of, you know, like, set up my quick revive again. I'm gonna have to start using my score streak. By the way, every round that we hit from that here on out is my highest round ever, by the way. Prior to this, it was round 101. So anything we hit from here on out, like I said, It'll be my highest round, literally, that I've ever done.
People always told me I was the life of the party. Turns
Wow,
out
you're
they
not
were
very
right on the
fast
money.
for around 110. I dig it. Keep going slow, my dude. Yeah, I've got a mutant injection. I gotta use it once in a while. Agreed, the Tomb boss fight was such a letdown as well. Gotta fight a big bad mirror, like really. I mean, that was just bizarre. Like, I don't even understand that one, to be honest with you. It was oddly difficult as well, like, initially. I don't know if they ended up nerfing it. I don't know, I really don't find it to be that bad anymore. Or maybe I just get it now. I don't know. But I mean, that map came out, I played it, once I beat it, you know, like the first couple of days, made a couple of videos about it, and then I honestly didn't play zombies for like a month. I think I was doing like some daily challenges and stuff, but like I didn't make any videos, I didn't stream, I didn't do anything for like a month on my channel, because it's just kind of a bummer. It's like, I don't want to, I just do like that. I don't need to go any more into it, I guess, but yeah, I mean, if they're just giving us surface level stuff, I'm not gonna care for that very much. I want to be deeper stuff there. I want more. It's kind of like, you know, it's something that I still disagree with them. Like, I don't really understand, like, why we have, like, well, you can play as just a generic operator if you want. Like, the whole point, and it's different for different people, and some people really like it, I guess, but, you know, you're going to get more story if you play as one of the 4 core characters, or whatever they call them. It's like, okay, but I think you're missing the point a bit, at least, here, where... I mean, because this could basically exist outside of Call of Duty. Like, the actual zombie stuff being related to the campaign in any way, shape, or form, or to multiplayer in any way, shape, or form, to me, is completely irrelevant. I don't care whatsoever. I kind of think it's better when they don't even try to do that, when it's just not. And the generic operator stuff, I just don't get. Like, why would we... It's like... I don't know, pick... You can go see Star Wars, or like, we were talking about Indiana Jones earlier, like, you know, but this time it's not going to be Harrison Ford, it's just going to be some random operator guy. Just because, you know, you kind of get sick of those lines, and if you don't want the full story, you just want to, like, enjoy the spectacle of it. Like, what are you talking about? You would never tell a story that way. And this is, like, you're telling your story. I don't know, I just don't get it. They're just trying to sell us more bundles, I understand, but if they just had bundles with our zombies characters, we would buy those. I bought 3 bundles ever. I've said this a bunch of times too, but in this game, I'm playing as Maya now with Mr. Peaks, that skin, because it's the Mr. Peaks skin. I bought the Undead bundle at the beginning of the year because it had a Perkaholic and it was all zombie stuff, and it had a Weaver skin with, you know, the XM4 with all the gumballs in it and the perks and, you know, blah blah blah. It was not very, very zombie specific type of it. And the only other bundle I ever bought was the Samantha Max bundle from Cold War. Like, zombies players will purchase bundles, they'll purchase stuff, they'll purchase, again, not to, again, repeat myself so many times, but zombies players we bought the most expensive DLC ever and made it the best-selling DLC ever in Zombies Chronicles. So it's not like we won't spend the money, we just want to spend it on our stuff, not multiplayer stuff, not campaign stuff. I really don't understand. I think that kind of Treyarch doesn't get when they're like, you can play as your normal character and get more story, or you can play as just generic operator man. You're like, I don't think they're getting it, which makes me more worried than just the ability to use it or not. You know what I mean? Like, it's a bizarre choice to me. Mogs. Alright. Oh, we're almost at 115, guys. Not 1 Just realized 5 guys. 115 guys. A lot of burgers. I've never been to a 5 guys. There's one not far from me, but I've never been. There was this burger place, I think it's still there. But man, it had such a like, oh, you gotta try this, you gotta try this. Like 10 years ago or so. A place called Umami Burger out here in the valley. And it was like the thing. Like, oh my god. It's like, I don't know if it's Kobe beef or whatever they make the hamburgers out of. Oh, it's incredible, incredible. We went there finally. It's fun. I haven't been back. It wasn't bad, but I mean, like, it's a burger. I mean, you know, what do you want to? It's ground beef.
Tossing one of those cashmeres? Right, that thing.
Like at a certain point, you're just trying to do stuff, and it's less good. A burger, like, keep it simple. How complicated do you want to make a hamburger?
Again.
Or fancy, you know, like. Maybe I'm too boring. $115. Take the screenshot. I miss a hamburger place out there called Islands. Dude, yes. The Maui burger is my shit. We were talking about how I went to Maui before, but the Maui burger at Islands is good. I haven't been in a while. The last time my mother came out here, I took her there for a burger for lunch. It's legit good, man. And the garlic fries. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's one right. I'm not far from the Guitar Center in the valley over here. There's one right next to that. I gotta go refill my coffee. Yeah, your family's a little more for you. Southern, northern, mid, central. I guess you could say. What's our catch? Is our catch 1.4 million? My coffee's in the way.
We can extract you now. I checked the rotor shaft and skids myself.
I checked the rotor shaft and skids myself. Strauss got legit funny in this map. Although he has some pretty good lines in Citadel as well, I guess.
Oi, take face. Casimir says it's time to go.
And then him and Raptor 1, they got a little buddy cop comedy thing going on there. It's like, who gave the old man milk or whatever it was? I forget the line. I gotta set this thing down and air it out. Yeah, dude, Islands is good though. I used to go there a lot. I haven't been very much lately. We used to go. There was one down in. Where was it? Was that in Beverly Hills or down on Pico? Can't remember. I used to go to another one before I moved over to this side of the hill. Fair amount. But yeah, they do make a good burger. It's like it's a chain, but it's a small chain. It's not fast food. It's like a sit-down restaurant, but it's got like a surf kind of theme to it. I'm trying to think like something comparable, like it'd be like a TGI Fridays kind of. I mean, like better than that though, and mostly burgers and like some tacos and stuff like that.
Where has he heard a problem during ignition? Run an inspection.
Oh,
All right, after this round, I'm going to refill my coffee. My throat is getting sore from yapping so much. You know what I had the other day to eat? Well, I don't know why we're talking about food all the time right now. At least these guys don't blow up on me. Well, because normally I go to the grocery store at night, like fairly late. And so like the stuff that you would get fresh that they make daily, like at night you're not gonna really get much of that. It's gonna be gone or picked over, like, you know, whatever's left is like, I don't know how fresh it is anymore. So I kind of leave it alone. But I was there at the grocery store the other day during the day. My sleep's been so weird lately. I really kind of on the verge of having one of my spells where I go to bed at like 10 a.m. and wake up at like 6 p.m. every day. Looking forward to that. But I was there at like, I don't know, 11 a.m., 10 a.m., something like that. And went by the sushi case and like got a little bit of the grocery store sushi. Really wasn't bad. I didn't mean to do that. Oh wait, no, I did that. I was like, I forgot. Quick back, but I got it. My family lives around the Irvine area. Oh, okay. You know how it is here. Like that could take me like 20 minutes, or it could take me 2 hours to get down there. Oh, you know what I'm actually getting, which I actually just had for the first time, like a few months ago, maybe back in like April, March. The first time ever that I've had Chick-fil-A. And there's one. Did you guys ever see the movie Happy Death Day? With the girl, it's kind of like Groundhog Day, but it's like a horror movie, but also kind of a comedy as well. The girl, I don't know her name, but she was really good. She carried that whole thing. They made like 2 or 3 of them. It was like Happy Death Day 2U, like the second one. I don't know what they did with the third one, like some silly name I'm sure they gave it. But anyway, they filmed like the first one, the original one. They filmed like this like one of the ending scenes, like she's sitting down with her new boyfriend, that guy, and they're at like a coffee shop / diner, which is right down the street from me. But it's since closed down, and like they were using it just for shooting locations, I think, for a little bit, and they sold it now, and that's going to be turned into a Chick-fil-A. So I'm going to have one like right down the street from me. But I had one at the... I went to an escape room with friends a few months back at the mall. I don't even know what it's called. Right by Nakatomi Plaza. From, you know, Die Hard, where they actually shot it in Century City. I don't forget what the mall's called. I don't know. Anyway, but they had one Chick-fil-A there, and I got just like a regular old Chick-fil-A, whatever their original sandwich type is. It was good, man. I was kind of surprised. It was like legit, like juicy and tasty and good, rather than like it wasn't just some fast food kind of like spicy McChicken sandwich or something, like, you know what I mean? It was like a legit juicy piece of chicken, good flavor. All right. It wasn't like, it didn't feel like parts of chicken that like it was ground up and just like smushed together. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna have one like right down the street from you, so I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, because I'll probably want to go, which is not good. I mean, it's still fast food, you know? Never seen that movie, but Chick-fil-A are like McDonald's down here. Everywhere. My wife was confused when I told her there's no Hardee's in California. Hardee's is Carl's Jr. Yeah. You just, yeah. I didn't see the second sentence. I just thought of, as soon as you said the Hardee's, it's like, yeah, they do. It's called Carl's Jr. Yeah, but okay, you know, because you've been out there. All right. Yeah, if you ever see like Happy Death, yeah, I think it's called. Or, I think it's called Happy Death. If you ever see that, like on Netflix or whatever service you have, definitely check it out, man. The girl in it, like I said, I wish I knew her name because she's really good. Like, she's what makes the movie. Like, it's a pretty fun, like it's a legit fun movie. Anyway, there's some genuinely funny parts to it. There's some legitimately scary parts to it as well. But her performance, like, she really just kind of carries it. If it wasn't, you know, if the lead wasn't as good, like, it wouldn't be nearly as watchable. But if you ever see it, like I said, on one of your services, check it out. Probably this Halloween, like around then, I'm sure it'll be. If it's not in somebody's rotation already, it will be at that point, for sure. And I meant to go refill my Xbox. I did 3 times now. These rounds are happening quickly at this point. Like the in-between the rounds too is like, it feels short. Okay, now's our chance though. We're gonna go.
Time to clock out. Air traffic is low.
Okay. Oh, we're gonna see what gobblegum will pop up. All right, let me. By the way, I had a huge sunburn last week, so I didn't stream for a couple of days. It's peeling now, dude. I bet you guys can't see it, but my head is peeling now, and it's not itchy, thankfully, but it looks pretty gross. All right, I'm back. Bum, 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 bum. I'm gonna freshen my breath for you, since I'm doing so much talking. Anywhere but here. You guys have a favorite gobble gum in this game? Like, is there one that's just like, oh, I love that? I really... you know, they made it so you earn them a lot, so you've got... You know, there's like pretty much every blue one I have like 100 plus of. Although, Temporal Gift, I don't. I only have like... Well, no, I got a fair amount of them now. Again, but I actually use the hell out of that one. Back at the beginning of the game. So I got to the point where I was like, I think I might have even ran out of them. I use that a lot though, like I said, back in the beginning of the game. But kind of since then, like, Soda Fountain I like having, On the House I like having. I mean, Perkahawk's great, of course. I mean, it's kind of like, obviously. But the other stuff, even the other Ultras. Yeah, I mean, Raindrops is nice because you get one of everything. So if you need a max, plus, you know, refill your armor, like all this stuff's kind of great. But I don't know. When they make it so you can earn them, you know they're not going to be as good, which I think is a good thing, by the way. Like, they're not as powerful as they were in BO3 or BO4, which, again, I think is a very good thing. Because, like, if you played those games, even this game, and you've got a Perkaholic, like, you're just playing a different version of the game than people that aren't using that stuff. You know what I mean? Like, if you had your loadout, because you spent a ton of real money on, you know, like Liquid Divinium, or what was it in BO4? Nebulium Plasma. And you just spent a ton of real cash on it, so you could just spin and spin and spin. And now you've got all the Perkaholics you could ever dream of, or, you know, you use the PC glitch, so you got all this stuff. And you've got shopping free every time you play, you got Perkaholic every time you play, you got Raindrops every time you play. You know, you got the whole map opened up, plus you have 20,000 points, plus you have all the perks on round 3 every time. Like, it's just a different game that you're playing. It's kind of like being on Director's Cut from IW, you know what I mean? So maybe that's why in Black Ops 3 we didn't get, although IW came after that. But maybe that's why they didn't give us a very good Super Recharge reward. It's like, we want you to buy it instead of giving it to you. Just spend real money, please. Buy more Liquid Plasma, Liquid Divinium. Look at my window looking. Of course the dog's going around. Oh, dude, parasites need to go. Never again with the parasites, man. I swear to God, you know, kind of like in MW3 last year, we had, during that one cutscene, you know, where Ava slits Ravenop's throat. It's a dream, of course, it wasn't real. But that scene where she does that, and then while she's in the hallway, and the zombies start, like, coming after her, you hear the noise of the denizens. And I was like, dude, there's no way they're bringing denizens back, is there? Like, they wouldn't do that. And now that it really seems like we might be getting, like, Buster's B this year, it would be hilarious if they, like, trolled us with like one denizen right at the beginning, just to kind of freak us all out. Like, no way! I can't believe they're doing it again. But then they just kind of left it at that. Like we didn't really get any more. Maybe like one once in a while. But that's kind of it. That would be funny. But if they bring denizens back, really kind of at all, it's gonna suck. Okay, so where did that one go? See, I see that Casimir out there. It should have landed right at the base of the computer thing there. And instead it didn't. It just disappeared and went back into my inventory. And nearly got me killed because I was expecting it to be down. Like, doing its job. And I was looking on the ground for the one that I saw replacement. I mean, I don't know why it just doesn't activate out of bounds anyway. Like, why wouldn't it? It's something I really don't like in this game. By the way, how's your back, man? Wasn't it your back that was hurting a couple days ago, Sterling? Do I need? Yes, I do. Oh, no, I didn't. Oh well.
Turn them to pieces.
Actually, probably gonna have to go buy a couple more of these. Down while they're doing this. Go get more. That one's down. Will that be enough? It's legit taking 4 now. Wow. A lot.
Into my bed.
Yeah, that kind of sucks. That's alright. Maybe I should start, because 2 Casimirs cost 3,000 salvage. If I just use a mutant injection, that's what, 2,500? And that's, I mean, it's enough to last the full round, right? I think.
You like that? I know I talk about it.
I want to get the disciples dead. Kind of sweet stuff. I think I just killed him. Yeah, chain reaction.
You're making their name look totally bad.
We got one extra Casimir here. Might as well use it so couple extra Casimir's.
Oi, chain face. Casimir says it's
Get
time
that
to go.
one. We got 2 more on the ground over there. They'll probably disappear by the time I go to get them. But we'll give it a shot.
Sick. Look who's keeping up with you geezers.
One more. Suck it down. Nice. Alright. We're able to use all of them. Cool. Hey, are you able to help me with the 3 Easter eggs? Sure, man. Let me just stop doing what I'm doing, and we'll help you. Cool. Want me to stream it too, or? It never fails to be. Get beside it.
Where have you heard a problem during ignition? Running into things.
Alright, I think. Bri, what's up, dude? Yeah, man. I still see, we had somebody here a couple weeks ago, like, which do I get? MW3, IW, or Vanguard, or something like that? And, I mean, the easy answer to that is definitely... Sorry, I didn't know my ringer was on. By the way, I'm getting so many spam calls from... It's obviously like the same, like, call center type of thing. I'm blocking so many numbers. Like, at some point, these numbers are going to go away. These call centers are going to go away. Like, the business is going to fail, whatever. Their scams are going to end. And then those numbers are going to go to real people. And, like, you eventually, at some point, you're going to get somebody's, like, number that you have blocked on your phone already. It's just going to happen. I have so many blocked numbers from all these spam calls. I mean, they're going to run out of numbers. I know there's a lot of combinations, but... Yeah, but anybody that doesn't, like, that's getting into zombies now and they think, like, oh, because, hey, Vanguard's in the canon and it was done by Treyarch. Except kind of not really, just like, I just feel bad for anybody that actually buys that thinking it's a real game. Like, if it were up to me, if I was Xbox and I owned Call of Duty, I would take Vanguard out of the rotation. I just flat out would just remove it. Like, it doesn't exist. It never happened. By the way, there was like this rumor going around. Somebody that knows somebody kind of a thing. Like, hey, don't be surprised with the next IW game that comes out if there's zombies. And not Treyarch zombies, not Dark Ether story, but like IW's own
Tossing one of those
zombies.
Casimirs? Right.
Like it's not going to be an IW Zombies 2 like from Infinite Warfare. I don't think, at least. I mean, that's too much to hope for. I wouldn't even dare to dream like that could be a possibility.
Keeping up with you.
But that they might do something, you know, new with it. I hope so, man. I would love it. I buy Vanguard 10 times. For Vanguard, it's just what a god awful piece of crap that was. I mean, genuinely. Would you be able to do all 3 Easter eggs in an hour? No. No, you definitely would not. I swear to God, these blinding flashing lights like that for hours at a time. I'm gonna have to put on sunglasses. I legit, if I'm doing this every day, like going forward until we hit $9.99, I might have to start wearing the blue light blocker thing.
Tiny but tasty. Shit, I'm cracking up on it.
Max ammo.
I can't believe I put 240 hours into Vanguard? Dude, how is that even possible? I don't even know. I don't know how much time I put into it, but why? What? Honestly, like, I never begrudge anybody. Like, you know, if Exo Zombies is your favorite zombies game, like, so be it. You know, if you dig it, you dig it. Good for you.
Some make this look easy,
I think it's
but it's not. It's not at all.
kind of torture, but whatever.
It's gonna be a Casimir going out. It sucks to be you.
But Vanguard, that was something I just. Whoa.
What? You want a medal?
I need to be way quicker about that. Okay, you know something? Don't blow up on me.
Max ammo.
Those guys really suck. I was contemplating whether or not to use the mutant injection or to do this, and I really think maybe to start, I'll use the Casimir's, like do 2 of them and then finish up with a mutant injection. Jiggy, can we start them? Yeah, man, sure. See how that goes.
Casimir says it's time to go. Where's your head guy?
Yeah, pick up the other one that was on the ground. Whoa! Looks like they ran right through them.
That's what you get for splattering crumble over my good food.
Alright. So. See, like, he's shocked, but he's still sniping me. That's what drives me really crazy about this thing. He's supposed to be stunned and not moving, but he's still able to shoot me.
That's the kind of our level raider. Except more gore, less face.
Double pull.
Your efficiency has been noted.
Unfinished demolishing that beautiful home.
Jiggy, I hope you don't think I'm serious, man. Like, you just walked into somebody's stream that you don't know for the first time ever, and you're like, hey, stop what you're doing and help me. You got a weird way of looking at shit. Okay, we got our first doppelganger. Alright, we're definitely gonna start having to use these mutant injections. It is getting hectic, man. Alright. Honestly, going to like round 100 is kind of like once you get to like 30s, high 30s, whatever, and you're kind of in here and you're doing your thing, it kind of gets a little bit boring, to be honest with you. But like at this point, like they're running through stuff. We're going through so many Casimirs. Like it's kind of nuts. Now we're getting doppelgas. We're having to like buy ammo on a regular basis. Like it keeps you on your toes at this point.
Guys, crowded. Me and the card heater is stuck on the ground.
Picking up all this salvage because we're gonna need it to buy Casimirs and mutant injections. Should I not do you go ahead and do the Easter eggs, Jiggy. Don't wait for me, man, because it ain't happening. Why would you think you could? I'm not even gonna waste my time because I know you're just messing around. Ooh. They just pulled me in with it. Twitter, stop what you're doing and help me do the Modern Warfare run. Doing stable rip. I mean, pretty much, you know? Kind of remarkable. I'm about to hit 2 million points. There's no, there's no achievement for, well, we know, because we've got literally everything else other than this. A million kills one. Off topic, but that Unstable Rift was very fun. I enjoyed that a lot. The Dark Ether stuff from MWZ? Or are you talking about a specific one? Because I don't remember like each one. Like that final boss, the entity, whatever it's called, the Dark Entity or whatever it was. Like, you know, Ava's alter ego sister or whatever, you know, it's called. Like, that was definitely a fun boss fight. And it might be, I mean, it's definitely a top 10 boss fight, I think, in Zombies history. It could be like a top 5. I would have to think about it. For me, like, attacking the radioactive thing is definitely a top 5 all-time boss fight. I really like, I mean, pretty much all the boss fights in that game are pretty good. At least pretty good. Although, like, Beast from Beyond, I mean, Mephistopheles is #1, period. But I like the alien boss fight in Zombies in Spaceland. I like how they had multiple kind of aspects to them. They weren't just, you know, I've said it before, you know, but like this game, the boss fights are fun, but they're just like, here's level 1 of it, and then here's more, and then here's more. It's just like the same thing, but it's more. They don't ever change anything up. The dynamic doesn't change. If you know what to do on, you know, the first wave of it, you know what to do on the third wave of it. It's just going to be harder because it's coming at you faster. It's more. And in IW Zombies, they did, like, you had to do different things during, you know, the boss fight. Like, there were different techniques needed, different objectives required to pass them. Made a lot of fun. But, like, Legion was a good boss fight. Although I think, well, do I think that? I was gonna say maybe Legion's not as good as a lot of, uh-oh. No. It froze again. I'm frozen here. But the round music is... What's going on, man? Dude, what is up with the Call of Duty server? Did I pick the wrong time to start trying to do this challenge? We've done this 2 times now, and each time we've been disconnected. And again, it's not me, like my stream excellent condition on YouTube. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's just see where our saved file. Start a new one? No, continue. Okay, so it's gonna throw me back into the game. Dude, let's see where it goes. Because if it's like last time, this happened to us. The first stream I did with this is just going from 0 to 1 to 100. It crashed on 85 and it sent us back to like 37 or 39. So we were on like 125 or 135 there. Do you guys remember what round we were on? Oh. It was 134. Okay. We didn't lose anything. That's good. Jesus Christ, man. We didn't lose anything round-wise, but like all the stuff that was on the ground is gone. Which is not that big a deal because honestly at the end of this round there'll probably be pretty much all of it back. But what's going on with the servers this last week? Because I'm telling you, man, this entire year I have had 0 issues, and I mean 0 issues with connection. And it's not me. I know it's not me. That was a Call of Duty game again. I'm just glad. Look, you know what? I don't even really care that much. We didn't lose any rounds this time. So I guess I'm okay with that. It's a little nerve-wracking though. I just wonder why. Like, are they implementing? Are they putting in things, new things? Like, there's nothing even planned for a while. Zombies-wise. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter specifically if it's zombies. But there's like nothing new going in today, right? Like, it's just weird. I have not had a single problem for the first, what, 9 months of this game? And now twice in the last week. It's weird, man. It's just weird. Oh, you know what I did lose? Like 1,000,000 points. We were at like almost. Oh shit! I'm looking down. I'm like, I've got time. We were at almost 2,000,000 points, and now I'm down to 1,000,000. I mean, like, I've got enough points. I'm not really worried about it, but we lost 1,000,000 points. Now, the only other thing I'm really kind of nervous about, as far as this goes, I mean, it shouldn't affect it, but I mean, the game shouldn't crash either. Is obviously my whole point of doing this is we're going for the 1,000,000 total kills. Like, if it's not tracking these kills somehow, I mean, it should. I understand that. But again, the game shouldn't crash. I shouldn't have lost 50 rounds the last, when I did this on Friday, but we did. Well, we're just getting the Dark Ops now, so I'm at 760 something thousand total kills, and we're getting to 1,000,000. That's the whole point of doing this, like, that's so that you're just behind these streams anyway. Some kind of weapon. I mean, it could be the Wonder Waff is doing it, but because everything that you see on screen that's happening now, like with like the lightning effect and all that kind of stuff, like that's a ton of information that the game has to push out. And the more stuff that's on screen, obviously, the more it's got to work, like, to do its job. But I mean, plenty of people have gone to round 999 with this wonder weapon, with other wonder weapons as well. But like in the past, like on BO4 specifically, like when you would use, you know, when we get those blue screens, just because like more than one person was using the wonder weapon at a time, it was just like too much information for the game to handle, and it would crash. Like, lightning effect is one of those things that's like really, it puts a strain on the servers because of like all the information it's doing visually and damage-wise and graphically, all that kind of stuff. But at the same time, like, that was an issue with older consoles and older systems. I don't remember it being an issue for anything remotely. Like I said, so long as we're not losing the rounds, I don't really care. I don't want to get set back like we did the other day, though. It's not a big deal to get to around 100, but once you get past that, I mean, just getting back to it. It's just, again, it's not the biggest deal ever, but it's just, you don't want to just keep resetting and, you know, having to get back to where you already were.
I assure you, I did nothing wrong.
I can't believe we, like, it took 1,000,000 points away from us, though. Oh, is that what you were saying about the cap? Bri? I thought you were talking about the 1,000,000 kills. Okay, you were saying the cap, I think, bet for the points is 1,000,000. Okay.
Tear them to pieces.
I get it now. We're saying 1,000,000 about two different things. That one just disappeared. Of course it did.
Any easy punch jobs want to beat my high score? Now booking getaways for nowhere still.
Okay, we're gonna use a mutant injection for this last bit, just to kind of see how it goes. It definitely should get us through the end of the round. Is that it?
Max ammo.
Okay, now though, we gotta get out of this quickly. Gotta go to the bench, we gotta buy again. Another Casimir, and another mutant. There we go. Alright. I really hate those things, man. They just blow up and they just rip your armor away, man. Absolutely just tear your armor off. It didn't take away any of my first one. Now I'm paranoid, checking, like, see what else do I lose. If anything. Oh, I'm getting a ring in my ears.
That's filling up the herd. Oh, never mind. Here come more.
As we say in the
Do we
biz,
go? Okay.
got plenty more where that came from.
Oh, it's so annoying. Oh, I just got a massive ringing in my ears, my left ear.
Tossing one of those Casimirs? Right, that thing.
Is that another cancer on the ground right there? Purple. Purple drop, but I don't know what it was. It is. Ooh, why is that double point in the ground?
What? You want a medal?
Another one, but I think it's here.
Listen, fuckers. Efficiency's key when running a business. This is me doing it.
$140. The rounds are going pretty quick. Still. I don't know why it's not changing. Dude, standing right next to that. How much did you do?
Really the best use of my processing power.
How's the bloody pinata? Sorry, man, my pants fell out.
Did you guys all finish the ballerina event, by the way? I think it's got to be ending soon, doesn't it? I really wish we could do something with the extra tokens. I've got like 1,000 extra. I unlocked everything like the first day. You only needed like 120 or 170 total coins. So it wasn't that bad. It was done. I either wish you could do something with the extra coins, like you spend it on, I don't care what, something in the store. What else could you do? Like I don't know what to do with it other than that.
Got an evac with your name on it if you want it.
Even the store, an old blueprint, but I don't store stuff like bundle stuff. Give them away. Get, like, buy the gobblegum of your choice, something. Either that, or that they, once you reach your limit and you finish the event, like it just stopped giving you tokens. Because, like, I just don't want them on my screen anymore.
You are taking me to notice.
task force.
Well done, your name. You're making their name look totally bad.
Look totally bad. Okay, we got a mutant injection on the ground. It does last a long time. We get it like a doppelganger or something, we'll pop the one we have. That looks cool. But
Casimir, go now. It's gonna suck to be you.
oh man.
Oh, yes, well done. Extra credit for you.
You see that, Peck? How about you get off your ass and do that?
Okay, the mutant injection's gone now. But that's fine. Of course, now we're gonna use it
Tear
again.
them to pieces.
Have a nice trip. See you next never.
See you next never. Never. Dude, talk about information coming down, like crashing the servers. All those things are just exploding and exploding and exploding. Back in my hole.
Once again, for splattering your stuff all over my good boots.
Splatter on her good boots. So why do you guys think Maya's still sticking around? I mean, her whole thing was she was coming for Nathan. Nathan died first map. Like, why is she still here? She's gonna start getting paid from the bad guys, and she's so upset because of Nathan that she doesn't care. I don't know. Kinda doesn't make sense that she's with us anymore. I mean, does she have nothing else other than, was her brother and that was it? Peck just paying her a lot. I mean, who even are like the bad guys? We know Sam, like the SAM, like the ball right there, not Samantha. You know, AI, she's trying to take over, she's trying to become basically Samantha. Modi's gone, Franco's gone. I mean, Sam is kind of our enemy at this point. I mean, we don't know anything really about Panos. It's still bizarre. We got him in the first map, and we haven't. Have we even heard about him since then?
Into my den.
I mean, has he been mentioned? There's so many Casimir's on the floor here.
Oi, tank face. Casimir says it's time to go.
Just do this the whole round would be nice. Nice little break. Oh, these are gonna disappear, and then I'll be like, bam!
I've made this look easy. But it's not. It's not at all. I hate it.
Yeah, one of them did disappear. Okay, that was like perfect timing for that. All right, so we've got our two. Just let those do its work, and then we'll finish it up with the Wonder One. Yeah, I mean, we thought Richtofen, you know, he was gonna, oh, he's the bad guy, and then, you know, obviously he's not. Or maybe he's got another plan, or, you know, I mean, I think we kind of hashed it out, you know, well, Weaver, the reason why I did what I did to you guys in Cold War was because, you know, you murdered my family when you were supposed to take the hit out on me. Still have no idea how he had Weaver, didn't understand that that was Richtofen. It makes zero sense to me. I mean, he's not, like, he wouldn't do research on the guy he's about to assassinate? He wouldn't know who it was? Like, it doesn't make any sense. And so they've kind of temporarily patched, or at least, you know, you tried to kill me. Well, hey, you did kill my family, so, oh, man, my bad. We all good now? All right, cool. Everything's fine. Let's go to Janice Towers. We're friends now. Like the only bad guy that we quote unquote bad guy that we have right now is Sam as SAM. The AI. Speaking of Mission Impossible, I was talking about earlier. I want to go see Mission Impossible. The AI, you know, like the big bad at the end. Well, I didn't see this one, but the one before this Dead Reckoning.
Skies are clear should you require a hasty exit. I would be happy to pilot the operation.
I didn't really think about that. Like, who's our bad guy? It's kind of weird not to have one. Like our driving force. Really, to get is weird just how they've done the storytelling this year.
Look who's keeping up with you, gazers.
We get introduced with, you know, to Modi on Terminus, and like, oh, okay. Then there's no way that was an accidental name. Like, it wasn't supposed to sound like Dr. Modi wasn't supposed to sound like Dr. Monty. So we think she's gonna be like a big bad guy. No, she's dead at the end of that first map. Kind of thought, you know, looking for my brother was gonna. I thought it was gonna expand the entirety of the game. That's why she was going to be with us the whole time. But no, that's not even through the first map. He's like halfway through the first map and she's gone. I mean, he's gone. Then we get, you know, Franco is mentioned at the end cutscene, and then in the next map, he's dead as a side Easter egg. Like, you didn't even have to do that. I thought he was going to be a big part of the story. He's one of the big bad guys. No. Panos at the end of Liberty Falls. We've seen nothing, heard nothing of him since. Who was he talking to? You know, whatever. Like, I still think it's going to be Samantha. But it could end up being that he's a bad guy. I mean, he did basically, you know, put us in the dark ether against our will.
Is that sending out the herd? Oh,
You know, we
never
swapped
mind.
out
Here, come on.
at the end the whole thing in the church. Like, that's what you're doing. He's getting out of the dark ether, so we're getting stuck with. I mean, doesn't it really explain, like, I don't know, a soul for a soul, body for a body? I don't really know.
Tossing one of those Terminus?
Kevin, is that PS4 Pro? No.
You like that?
I'm
You know,
on
I
an
sure as
Xbox
fuck do.
Series X. Yeah, it's just bizarre. I don't know. I don't get the storytelling this year. I mean, it's not that I don't get it. I just think it's weird how they're doing it. And a whole lot of setup. And then, like, again, with the Citadel, we get Franco. You know, you can do that. Like, Maya gets her revenge for her brother. But it's only a side Easter egg. You don't have to do it. If you're not playing as Maya, you wouldn't even know that it is a thing. I mean, you know, the way we have everything now, like, of course, you know, videos and Reddit and Twitter, and people are going to find out. But you know what I mean. And then we get Gabriel Kraft, which was just, I mean, bringing Vanguard. And then he's Richtofen's adopted dad, but then he was only there just to tell us basically that he was Richtofen's adopted dad, and then he's dead at the end of that. Like, everybody gets introduced and dead. Nobody's sticking around. There's no through lines here. And then Richtofen was like the last bad guy, but he's not a bad guy. Again, we just covered that. Except the AI system is kind of the bad guy now, which, okay, I mean, you can do that for sure. But it's not like super personal, you know, and get you invested in character going after a computer program. I mean, maybe, but how many megabytes is your internet with Spectrum? I get 600 down. Although that's I paid for 500, and then like I had that for about a year. And I was always getting, like, to my Xbox and to my PC. To my Xbox, I get more because, I don't know why, actually. They're both hardwired. But I get more to my Xbox, and it was always, like, an extra 6. Like, I would get, like, 600, maybe 700 down, and I was paying for 5. And then about a year into having my service, they're like, hey, we're bumping your service up from 500 to 600. No charge, we're just doing it. Same price, like, you know, enjoy. It's like, cool. You guys are so not AT&T. And like, I regularly get over 800 to my Xbox down. Up is a different, like, up's still not incredible, but it's certainly enough to stream in HD. If I was to stream in 4K, it would actually be okay. But it would, like, that could lead to issues, but it would be okay. I'm thinking of getting this. So you want fiber, basically? Yeah, and they're working on basically doing like so 10 gigabytes up and down. The guy that was installed told me, which would be insane. So yeah, I mean, I'm not quite getting, you know, fiber basically, but kind of like a half step down from getting it. And I don't... I mean, I could download, I guess, a game 5 minutes faster, but other than that, it's really not that big a deal. I went from AT&T, what I hated, literally the worst company I've ever dealt with for anything in the history of my life, and I'm not exaggerating. They are the worst company I've ever dealt with, as far as my cable and all that kind of stuff goes. Worst people I have ever dealt with, period. And other than, like, I mean, it wasn't even their server. I can't really blame them for what happened this weekend. I mean, somebody just decided to attack, literally go physically attack and cut their cables. So it wasn't, like, it wasn't like bad service or anything. It wasn't bad lines. It wasn't cheap lines. Somebody literally went and sabotaged their lines. So like I said, can't really get mad at them for that. Other than that, man, I've had so few issues with it. It's really kind of amazing. Like, I'm perfectly... Well, I'm very happy with the service that I've got from Spectre. I don't really have any complaints. Oh, shit.
Level rager. Except more gore.
I gotta stop messing around with that and just go in. I just gotta use it. Like, stop fucking around. What am I doing? Hey! Yeah, I just called and I'm probably going to get $80. Yeah, we had a little bit of, we're talking about whole internet stuff, and I had, well, I didn't have any issues. Somebody literally went and cut lines from Spectrum's lines in the Los Angeles area. You know who it is, by the way. They're offering a $25,000 reward. Yeah, so I had no internet basically for a 24-hour period, so I couldn't stream yesterday. Yeah, and as far as, like, is the $20 worth the extra little bit for you? Like, you got to decide that for yourself. I mean, it's, having that fiber level is always nice. Like, you're getting basically top speeds pretty much all the time. And the thing is too, I think when you're paying that much, you have that level of service, it's not even costing that much, but when you're paying for it, I don't know if it really works like this, but you're gonna be a priority, you know what I mean? So did things like just go up an extra notch this round? It feels like it did.
Their names look totally bad.
Make room, you rotted sausages. I'm
Really felt like
through.
things just kicked up a whole
Whole
other level on that one. Alright, let's go. Bye. And it was weird, and I think it's because I had pre-downloaded it, but on one of the seasons, I don't remember which one. It could have been season 4 or 3. I don't remember. I think it was 3 actually. You know how like you could pre-download the new season, but then for this whole year, for all of Black Ops 6, for Xbox at least, you could pre-download it the night before, but then when it came time, like 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. whenever everything actually went live, you'd have to re-download it. And it's happened every single season, every half season, whatever. Anytime you can preload something like that. the last time I did it, I was getting like 5 gigabytes down when I was downloading it, which is like 5 times fiber. And like I said, I don't pay for fiber, so to get 5 times that level too. But I think it was because I had pre-downloaded it, and it was like the information was already there. I don't really think that it had much to do with. It had something to do with my Spectrum service, but not a lot, I don't think. Yeah, most I ever made on this map was around 47. Hope you don't have Xfinity for internet because they blow. No, I do not, JDM. And AT&T, like, for me where I'm at too, like, they have old lines. And even, I was like trying to pay for better service. I'm like, we don't have it available for you. And even when I went down from like, I went up to, like initially, it was like, my speeds were like 20 megabytes down. That's it. That's like all they offered. And then, I would see online occasionally, they would send like, you know how you always get that stuff, residential stuff in your mailbox? Like, we're offering this. I'm like, wait a minute, you got that now? So I call and be like, okay, we're offering 100 megabytes down now. And I'm like, okay, well, come out and do it. Like, I've got a channel, a YouTube channel, like I upload and download and do this stuff all the time. Like, yeah, come out here and do it. The guy, the service guy that came out, he literally laughed when he got here. He's like, yeah, you're not getting that. He's like, I'm like, okay, well, what can I get? He's like, I can sign you up for the 50, but you're probably not even going to get 50 down because you're so far from where it comes in off the street. And we've got to run, the line runs from there to here, and you got like stuff in between you and there. He's like, you're not going to get 50, but like it's the next level up anyway, so it's like, that's all you can do. I was like, okay, so, I would get like 40 on a good day, on a slow time of the day, down. So to go from that, now basically over to Spectrum, and again, I've had I haven't had to call them one time, and I've had them for 3 years now. I've not had to call them one time. My service has gone down, like internet cuts out a couple of times. And I'm not including yesterday when it was, I don't think it was their, it wasn't their fault. Somebody went and sabotaged their line, literally physically cut lines. So to go from AT&T, and trying to deal with AT&T was just a nightmare. Like, their phone system literally had you going in circles, so you could never get to the end. Like somebody that would have like the final say. It was. Oh god, I hate them so much. AT&T. Anyway, and I know nobody from there is actually watching this, but if ever you get to see this. Worst company I've ever dealt with for anything in my life. And I hope I never have to deal with them for anything else, ever again. And so to go from them to over to Spectrum, where I've literally never had to call, whereas AT&T I was calling a lot, and having service guys come out. I've not had to have a service guy come out since I've got this service. So I'm happy with it. And then again, it comes down to you, like, would you want for the extra 400 down, like, you're going to pay the extra $20? That's totally fine. I mean, it might be worth, if you're doing your live TV that way, it might be worth it. I don't know. I mean, I have my TV, everything's through the internet now for me. I don't have cable anymore. And everything, it works fine for me. I got 4, so. Dude, you're doing this real spur of the moment, huh?
Have a nice trip. See you next nether.
Where was that? Yeah, you just decided, screw it, I'm doing it?
Really the best use of my processing power?
You like that? I know I sure as fuck did.
Were we at 15,000 kills there, did it say? I really should not be doing this stuff in the middle of the round at this point. A little bit dangerous. thought that was at the end of the round. I didn't realize we had so much time left in the round. Okay. We're good now. We didn't flip. Still. Whoa. Sprinter. There we go.
Max ammo.
Oh, does it top out at 14,999? Like it'll tell you that, how many kills you have, because that's what it said before. It must be that. Okay. I didn't know that was the thing either. So we got $1 million or $1 million point soft cap and the kills. 14,999.
That makes this look easy.
That's weird.
It's not. It's not at all.
That's why my max kills shown on this game. So it actually might take me less time than I was thinking to get to the million. Because I was going by off of my games before where I had gone to around 101. And my max kills, you know, when you look it up, it says 14,999. But I didn't know that was like a cap that was put on there. I thought that was like the actual number of kills I got when I got
Max ammo.
Alright, good to know. By the way, Thunder, if you can, I mean, I don't know if they'll have any information to give to you, but ask them about, like, you know, what happened last night. Maybe they'll give you a discount. Just bring it up. That, you know, they were, you know, had that attack basically on their hardware. Like somebody literally cut lines last night. Maybe like they're so happy because it was all in the news yesterday. Maybe get a little discount extra. Just bring it up. Like, don't make it a big deal. Just mention it. Yeah, see if
Bloody invincible. I could rock 'em like that all day.
though. Muhammad, what's up, dude? I was just looking at that, man. It's impossible to tell because the save and quit doesn't show. You don't get credit for these kills like on your combat record until you finish the game. And I just realized that in the game, I'll show you between rounds here. I can't do it while we're going. But if you look here, it says 14 eliminations, 14,999, and that does not change. Like, that's a cap. That, you know, obviously you're getting more kills than that, but that's all it will show. So it still says 14,999, and it won't change. So it's gonna be basically impossible for me to really kind of track where I'm actually at. The good news is I should be getting to the million faster than I thought I would. because I thought the 1499 was a real number, and that was from going to round 101, and I was basing that off of, you know, previous games I had played, saying, okay, well, if you get 15,000 basically for doing 100 rounds, multiply that by whatever. But it turns out I was actually getting way more than 15,000. Well, I don't know how much way more. It was more than 15,000 kills though. It just, by doing those other games, it doesn't register, like I said. So I don't know how, you know, I don't know how long it'll take. Can you? Okay. Change? Perhaps? Oh, good. I see. What's the track? This.
What's that?
We're gonna sit in this
yes,
elevator
I've got
shaft
extra credits for you.
in a corner. Use the Wonder Waffle. And that's it, man, pretty much. And then, you know, when you need to, you use your mutant injection. Get some Casimirs. There's one on the ground right here. No. You better goddamn give me that back. I'm trying to reload and won't let it. But we did. Okay. Like Friday we crashed. Well, we didn't crash. The Call of Duty servers did. That happened again today. But last time we lost 50 rounds, and this time we didn't lose any rounds. So it really didn't affect us. So that was fine. I mean, I'm not happy about it. It makes me nervous going forward, but
What? You want a medal?
everything's been fine. So we're plugging along. We're going to 200 today, and then, you know, the next one will be to 300, etc., etc., etc. I feel like you get it before the reloaded update. Oh, dude, no. We'll get it this week. It won't take anywhere near that long. I was figuring it, like, the way I was thinking of it, just doing a little quick math in my head, was we should have gotten it probably, like, if the 15,000 per 100 rounds was right, we would have got it about round 750-ish, something like that anyway. But now that I know that it's actually more that you're getting per 100 rounds, it could be a lot sooner than that, so I'm not sure. The only thing is like I said, when I quit out of the game, I can't track from my combat record because it doesn't register these kills until you finish the game. Like, so that these kills aren't going on my combat record yet. It's being tallied, so like, you know, I should get the calling card once we hit the million in game. But I won't really have any idea when that's going to be until we get it. So it's kind of nice in a way. That way, it definitely will be a surprise. But at the same time, it's kind of nice when you kind of can see where the finish line is. I mean, if we start getting up into like really high rounds anyway, we might just try to do the round 999 boss fight anyway. Just because, I mean, why wouldn't you? Like, why stop at round 723? I mean, just keep going.
Casimir going out. It's gonna suck to be you.
This week? Yeah. I mean, I had 760-something thousand kills to start anyway. Like, I'm not starting fresh. To get a million kills, you know, if you were starting fresh, yeah, I mean, that's going to take you a while. I mean, obviously, we're like, what, 9 months into the game, and I played this a lot. But yeah, I mean, unless my math is way off, and it's entirely possible that my math is way off, because math was never my strong suit. So. We shall see. One more over there. I don't know when that's going to disappear, though.
Is total of kills really the best use of my
Let's just tuck back in.
Listen, fuckers. Efficiency's key when running a business. This is me being
It is, though, at this point, like, legitimately getting... Like, it's very fast-paced. I mean, they are running through basically where I think they should be stunned. Some of them, these zombies are just blasting right through them. Like, yeah, we just don't care. Rules don't apply to us. Alright.
That's coming out to her. Oh, never mind. Yes, I'm
Whoa! Dude, I just got kamikaze by a parasite. That was crazy. It literally pushed me back into the corner, too. That was wild.
Max armor.
So would you say this strat is better or the tomb with the staff? I don't know, man. I guess it's just really kind of whatever your preference is. I mean, you know, you're getting the same amount of zombies per round, so it doesn't really matter. Just whatever one you're more comfortable with.
any of you hustlers in Big Mount High School?
More boring method plays. Tomb or Firebase Z. The tomb. You know, I've been coming around on Firebase Z more and more, and it's not that I think the map is good. I think the map is itself quite boring. It's very brown. It's very dull, looking wise. You know, the Easter egg they make, you know, so obvious that it's kind of embarrassing. How obvious everything is, but at the same time, the Easter egg itself is kind of fun. Like, it's got some good steps to it. I'm not getting like any ammo back here. It's gonna be a shame.
Max armor.
Not anymore. So yeah, I am honestly coming around on Firebase Z a bit. It's never going to be in like my, certainly not my top 5. It's not going to be in my top 10. It won't be in my top 15. But I don't mind. Like, if I hop on now, like if we were to go back tomorrow, like, hey, tomorrow I'm streaming all Cold War Zombies map. It really would, like, I wouldn't have a problem with it. I mean, I like Firebase Z at this point better than I like Forsaken. Forsaken is kind of like we were talking about earlier with the Tomb. I think the Citadel has a bit of this problem as well. You've got these areas that like seem cool, it looks cool, but what's in there? Kinda nothing. There's nothing to really like pull you in and make it personal to you and make it give you a connection. It's just a place. So, like, okay, I guess if you really love castles, it's a little bit better. But I mean, I don't know, it's just a castle. And there's kind of nothing else to it. So, at that point, who cares? You know what I mean? And the tomb, it's like they've got these spots. They look like there would be some really cool stuff going on in there, but it looks like that. It's not actually like that. There's kind of nothing else in the map. It's just kind of dull. Fire Base Z is more interesting than the tomb. Long way to go.
Well done.
Okay, we're going to mutant inject. Okay, we'll get out of this thing quick. Hopefully the last map from this game is like a Forsaken type of map. It's not like a Forsaken. Oh, I thought you said. I read that wrong at the beginning. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I really don't think it will be. The maps have been good this year. That's just, even with you know, the tomb is really kind of the only, I think, real letdown. Because I don't think Citadel's bad at all. It's a fine map. It's just it could have so much more to it, and it just doesn't because there's nothing personal about it. It's just these rooms in a castle. There's nothing to get you emotionally or invested or story-wise, character-wise. There's just kind of nothing. Like they're trying to give us this extra story of like the bastard. I'm just gonna. But like, we don't know anything about these. Like from the Guardian to the bastard. Like, who cares? I don't know who these guys are. That has no meaning to me whatsoever.
That's spinning out to hurt. Oh, never mind. Here come more.
Oh, get another one? How many out? Dude, 4 of them in one round? Wow. I might have been getting them like that before too, and I just haven't been noticing because we've been... Oh! Dude, how many times is that gonna happen? It's done it to me like 5 times in this today alone, where I throw out a Casimir and the game just decides, I don't like where you threw that. It doesn't exist.
He's key when running a business. This is me being.
Oh, I wanted that noodle.
Is counting your kills really the best use of my processing power?
I am telling you, this game does not want me to have this, man. It's really legit trying to get me killed. I've thrown out, it has to be 5 times now in this game alone, where I throw out a Casimir and it just disappears.
Tossing one of those Casimirs. Right, that thing.
Dude, that one nearly got me killed. The tomb is the only map in... BO6 I haven't beaten these tribes right now. Mainly because my team members. It did it again! It just did it again!
Fighting fast, but I need a jab.
Dude, that is insane. We almost died there. Why are you...
Can't stop me now, you shuffling knobs.
I cannot believe I died for... You mother... I haven't gone down. Period. Until just then, and we go down twice because my Casimir disappeared again. The game literally said, "No, you're not doing this. We just refuse." Well, the good thing is now at least, well, you know what? It usually takes, like, the what do you call it? The kills, your combat record doesn't automatically update that fast. I can't. I cannot believe that just happened. I genuinely, like. You gotta be kidding me. I mean, it's not my fault. It's partially my fault for throwing it down and just assuming that it would work, I guess. Because I looked over to the chat real quick just to pick start talking to you guys again. And then it just, it didn't go off, it didn't go off, it didn't go off, and then I'm dead. Oh my god, man. That's so fucking annoying. Holy shit, that's annoying. So 796, an extra 20,000 today, but I don't know how accurate that is right now. Usually it'll take like the next time I log in, and then the eliminations will be different. So I don't know. I mean, we can start back up again and do this over, but it's so annoying. It's so annoying. Look, and the thing is, if I mess up, if I do a thing wrong, like, okay, well, whatever, that's it. That's my fault, But it literally just, and it wasn't like I chucked the Casimir like over where the console is, because when it goes down like underneath Sam, it will definitely disappear on you down there. But that's not what I did. And again, the game just decided, nah, we're just gonna disappear that one on you. Like, that one doesn't count. Again, it's like the 5th, 6th time in this game alone that it's done that to me. And we're just on too high of a round now for it to, like, they're going too fast. And, and also me looking over to talk to you guys, and read the chat, like, Daniel's losing his shit, and like, there's no way for me to, like, recover off of that. Like, I'm just, okay, that's down, I'm safe, and I turn to look and, go blah, 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 and like, oh no, I'm not safe, it's whatever. Okay, you guys know, I don't know why I'm explaining this over. It just pisses me off. And I mean, just so many times it happened in this game where my Casimir just disappeared. So many times this game. Well, at least I got a new highest round. 162. I mean, it's not bad, but there's no way we should have, like, that should not have happened. We should not have gone down. We should have been completely fine. And then on top of that, like, I don't like how when you go into the Wonder Phase, like, and I'm trying to just scroll, click, it's like you click on a thing and it's sending me down to, like, the column below. The row below, I should say. When I'm trying to, like, no, I need my speed cola back, I need my, whatever, quick revive, obviously. But it's like doing this, and I'm trying to just scroll over and do it one at a time, just go through it, like, bam, 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 right click, and buy the stuff, and then sending me down here, whatever, like, whatever. Next time, buy the first injection for revive. Yeah. I mean, I get it. I mean, we still should have been fine anyway, but yeah, I mean, I should go right to the table and I should buy the mutant injection. I know. That was just so freaking annoying. That legit made me mad. Like, I'm pretty pissed right now. I am pretty gosh darn pissed. So let me try. I just want to see some. So we're at 7. Oh, let me just get the exact number. 796,801. All right. 796,801. I'm just gonna quit out of it and just. We're gonna give it a second and see if it updates more than that. I don't think it will. Although, see, the only thing is that you're getting more than 15,000 kills per 100 rounds, right? So we only went up 20,000 total kills, but on Friday, I went to round 85. The game crashed. It sent me back down to 37 or 39. Then I went back up to 50, and then we went from 50 to 162. So we should have had definitely more than 20,000 kills today. Like, and for this game being saved, it should. I would have thought it like at least 30,000, or if not more than that, to be honest with you. So that kind of surprises me for sure. Although, you know, that number is capped at 14,999. So it's hard to know how much, like, per 100 you're actually going over that. But then also the second 100 is way more because, like, on round 1, you know, you're not getting very many, 5 zombies or something. You know, for the first few rounds, you're getting quite few zombies, whereas opposed to going from 50 to 162 or 3 or whatever it was there that we went to. Like, we should be getting, would think, more kills than that. But I mean, all right, we're at the exact same number there, but it's possible that, like, I log in tonight and that number will change, although I'm kind of doubting it at this point. And I'm also, like, so Friday, like I said, we were doing this and we went to round 85 and then Call of Duty servers cut out, we crashed, and we went back down to the 30s. So it probably took all of those kills away from me. I mean, no doubt it did, right? But again, even still, they're going to... maybe, because we didn't... because if it only counted from 1 to 50, and then 50 to 162, though, should be like... We should have got a lot of kills. I don't know. I really would have thought it was more than 20,000. Oh, man. That made me mad. It really made me mad. Oh, I got to stretch. My back just popped so much. Oh, dude. I wonder now, like, just to switch it up, should we go to the tomb next time and do the ice staff strat? The only thing on that is I know that, well, I don't know, it doesn't matter. We could just start, you know what we could do instead of just doing, like, the highest round possible is just go to high rounds on every map. Like, just start doing every map high round strat. Because, like, if I went to, I mean, I'll show you, like, my high rounds on all of them, which is not, like, I don't go for high rounds. So, like, Liberty Falls, 46, and I just exfilled. 51, because that's when you do the, what do you call it? The boss fight to get the terminal calling card, the Dark Ops challenge. So that's what I did on that. Citadel, I'm not even bothered. 37, okay. Same for the tomb. Round 30 is my highest. I did that, like, on the hunt the first day. And then, of course, we just did this 162. for this one. I've barely exfilled from this map, which is kind of weird. Well, not that weird, I guess. Yeah, I have so little time. Like, most of the time I have played on this map, you see 1 day, 52 minutes, is from doing that Dark Ops challenge, Dark Ops hunt. Friendship Ended. We did some streams on it, looking for it. I added so much more time than I would have had on this map. Like, again, I just do not dig it. Like, this whole area out front here that you see, like the whole spawn room, like, it looks like, oh, this cool, let's go look at things. There's nothing to really look at, though, and to go check out. It's really just kind of dull. Anyway, you can see, like, what I prefer. Although, like, this would be, like, my favorite map of all time, but it's obviously not. It's just for camo grinding, because you don't have to turn on power. You don't have to do any of the, you know, typical stuff. It's just ready to go. Anyway, all right, you guys know all these things. I got to think of what we're going to do, like, the next time I stream then. Because I had planned on just keeping on going on Shattered Veil. I still want to get the 1,000,000 kills. I'm rethinking whether or not I want to do it on Shattered Veil, though. Because that was so many times throwing down those Casimirs. They just disappeared into the nothingness of whatever that hole is down there. So maybe we'll do it on a different map. Or maybe we'll just start doing round 100 on every map. Instead of going for it all in one kind of shot, we can spread it out and just do like the high round strats on everything. Go for round 100 on everything, on every map. I don't know. If you guys have any suggestions you want to put them down in the comment section, please do. Love to hear it, because we're at that time of the year, man. We're not getting another new map until August at some point, so now's the time to try new things, different things, you know, finish things up that you hadn't had done or whatever. So anyways, guys, so that'll be it for today, and then I got to figure out what we're going to do for the next one, because I was fully planning on continuing on Shattered Veil and just keeping on going, but the game really, I mean, I never feel this way. The game absolutely 100% was just like, no, you're not it's not happening today. We're just going to take it away from you, no matter what. And it did. So anyways, good job, game. All right, I'll catch you another one soon.